What the fuck?
Yeah, it's classic, isn't it?
Live. I think we're live.
I'm so sorry, man. I thought you were Stu. There's too many new voices.
Because wait, wasn't this when you like?
This is when I first met everyone. So it was like I literally joined because I think I only really spoke to you and Carly, really.
Yeah.
And then like I joined like one of the big group sessions and everyone was there and I was just kind of like a bit kind of just trying to track
Wasn't that FIFA?
No. It was. I think it was after a golf night. I think.
Yeah.
Like that.
Was it?
Like it was very early days.
Yeah, it would have been like a golf night or something like that. Like
I think it was before I even knew the Forbidden One. But...
Forbidden One.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I do.
No,
sorry,
don't point that because that makes him sound like mysterious and like
I'm
an overlord.
swearing, every podcast we've done so far, we've mentioned the fucking the one who should not be named.
It's not the Forbidden One.
It's like an Easter egg in our fucking podcast. When can we get that mention in?
You threatened it when you threatened it when you called it connection.
Just like,
yeah, I know. I kind of just like fed into it, didn't I? Really. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to not what Minty's suggesting, because fucking NASCAR, you fucking shit. We've got Nathan here.
Why are you in the pit crew for NASCAR?
Why are you in the pit? Why are you in the pit crew for NASCAR?
Mate, because that's all I am. I'm a failed NFL player. So I've become a pit crew.
You Lightning McQueen?
He's not even watching the race. No wonder he's.
Don't need to watch the race. Just get shouted when it's a pit.
They don't look like they're going very fast.
Oh, dude,
it's just going around one really large roundabout.
Could you imagine if I had this image as a GIF? Everyone would be losing their mind.
Oh, you can't do. You should do. Oh, that would have been a bad idea. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome.
Next one, I'll think.
Just have a soundboard every now and again.
Meow. Through goes. Welcome to episode 2, not 2.5, because we're not going to do 0.5 in this one, because we're going to get this right to begin with. We are joined again by Zora, Nathan, Minty, and this time, we are joined by... This time? Probably the only time, because we'll probably never get him again. He's too popular. He's too high. He's too young. He's too young! Oh, God.
He's at BBC next week.
He's doing a BBC interview for the iPod. Oh God! Wow. He's not even here.
Focused on us.
His camera's just like, whoa. Okay.
The Forbidden One would love you.
We are joined by Bubble, aka Lewis. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. Bubble
see we're in for a good time.
Let's stop tripping Michael. Let him do his thing.
Let him do his shit, man. Fucking interrupt me. Go and fucking be sick of someone. Fucking hell. That's not nice. Sorry, Nathan.
I spy my little eyes. Sorry.
With what? Anyway, because we've got Bubble here, this podcast is going to be heavily talked about NASCAR. I mean F1. Minty, change your fucking background. It's distracting me. And there's a few things. But first thing, I want to find out this, and this is going completely off the subject of F1. Bubble, okay. Star Citizen or Elite Dangerous?
Oh dear. Oh, I mean, what in 2024?
Yes.
Oh, that's tough.
Because someone is now playing Star Citizen, and obviously you made your following from scamming everybody on Twitch and getting your partner badge on Twitch with Elite Dangerous.
I think Elite Dangerous is a bit in the mud now.
Ooh. Okay.
But Star Citizen also hasn't left alpha in about 20 years. So.
How about we just give up with space games?
How about?
Oh no, but we play Helldivers 2, which is technically a space planet game.
I think in 2024, Star Citizen.
Yes, mate. Yes. Correct answer. I really enjoyed it. To be fair,
that just gives an excuse to spend more money on it.
Oh yeah,
it's always like credit card.
Flying around, doing whatever.
How much money have you spent on JPEGs of spapeships?
No, that's actually a good question.
I only got the entry one.
Right.
And how much is the entry?
You haven't got any Star Citizen NFTs?
No, which is surprising because in about 5 minutes into fucking Helldivers, he bought the fucking pass.
He spent 12 quid straight away.
I'm so suggestive when it comes to buying things, mate.
Like, you're the reason FIFA gets all that money.
You're just a slut.
It's just a slot for money. Okay, well, that's the space talk of this podcast done. Well done. Thank you very much, everybody. F1. Bubble, you and me, we've been friends for a long time now. We've obviously talked and raced on F1 games for a very, very long time. So we're both fans of F1. You're a Max fan. Don't know why.
It was a consensual friendship.
Well, why'd you have to word it like that, dude? Like, what the hell? So, yeah, completely just put me off. So, Bubba, what was your opinion on the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix?
Oh dear, we're going there, are we?
Oh, don't. This makes me angry. Like,
Why are we going so far back? It's in the past. Come
on.
on.
We've got
today.
So we have got other things to discuss, but one of the things is your first F1 memory. So we're going to go that far back eventually, but we're going to go this far back first. Abu Dhabi 2021, go.
Oh dear. Well, I think I was in Discord with at least you, Mike. There were other people there as well.
Oh shit! Yeah, there was a few of us in Discord, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I was watching it with my nan.
Just so you can imagine your nan going, "What the fuck is this shit show?"
I think that Michael Massey is a racing god, and no. I think that let's all be honest. No one now thinks that it was good, right?
No.
It was.
Red Bull won it fair and square.
I'm gonna kill you. I hate you so much.
That's why his lights blue.
That's why it's like
it's for Red Bull. Nate's gonna replace Christian Horner.
Well, he's been playing F1 team manager lately, so you never know.
Slowly throughout that season, Michael Massey was introducing some spice. I think it was in like Saudi Arabia, right? They gave Red Bull an offer of like, oh, we'll move you back a few places for the drama,
which was
and it just went too far. Let's be honest. I think they should have just red flagged the race, and everyone would have been on a equal standing.
That's what I think they should have done.
Yeah.
It was a shit show.
There was like 5 laps to go of a championship where they were equal on points. Just stick a red flag out.
That's amazing.
Everyone's on new side.
I think it would have definitely made it. Yeah, it would have definitely made it more entertaining.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. If Max had won it fair and square from a red flag situation, then fair play. But the fact that he didn't ruin the whole season.
I think that if there had been a red flag, they would have crashed into each other. If there was 5 laps, if they had if it was a 5-lap sprint, I think they would have crashed into each other at some point.
You reckon?
I think because they both, like when the safety car came in, Lewis was on 20-30 laps old tyres and kind of had to let Max pass.
Yeah.
Because there's no way he was defending. But if they were both on fresh tyres, I think they would have probably crashed at that corner at the end of the long straight.
Yeah.
It'd have probably made more for the drama of it rather than sort of what happened.
Yeah.
You remember Drive to Survive was big at this point.
I was just going to say, was Drive to Survive, was that not its first season?
No,
it wasn't its first season. Yeah. So this drama.
That's a good question. Like Drive to Survive, like is it actually good for F1?
No.
Oh, I think it is. I think it's really good at getting people into F1.
Yeah, but by creating, I've seen in some cases. I haven't watched really Drive to Survive because what's the whole drama. That's what I mean. They create the fake drama, like they created the whole fucking Lando Norris versus Ricciardo shit, and it's like, well, there's not really a drama there, to be fair.
I think they're getting better at it. I think they're getting less into like fake drama and more into like what the real. I didn't watch the last season. I watched maybe like the first episode and went, oh, okay, I know what happens.
Yeah.
But
I know what happened. Spoiler alert!
Like
Max won the championship, by the way.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't agree with the stuff they're doing. I think it's very manipulated. Yes, it's good at getting fans into it that aren't like normal fans because it's sort of giving them something. But I just think for any other F1 fan, it's just so poor.
Yeah.
It creates drama for no reason. It's like you look back in and you look at the actual content that the drivers put out, like as Mike mentioned with McLaren, and it's like there's no rift. It's like, why did we do it? Like, why are they doing it?
I think that they got helped, right? Because 2020 and 2021 were such banging seasons.
Yeah.
That like people watching from Netflix from Drive to Survive, well, watched it in 2020, gone to 2021 and gone, wow, this is amazing. There's so much going on. And then they got to 2022 and 2023 and probably dropped off when they saw Max,
dominate the season.
Two years in the lead.
And we just get Will Buxton every now and again saying, if you win a race, you need to be first.
Gotta beat everyone else.
And it's like, cheers, that. Will. Like, didn't know that. I thought if I come 40 million seconds behind Verstappen, I might have won the race. But
well, in our eyes,
like, I just.
Yeah.
For me personally, I think Drive to Survive isn't. I think it's good for getting fans into the sport, but I think it's
definitely got a lot of young fans into the sport, especially like all the fangirls. That's why Nathan watches it, because of all the fangirls with like Lando Norris and all that stuff.
I'm a Lando Norris fangirl.
I mean, he's honest though. Yeah,
I'm not sure which one of those parts is correct.
Every single part is correct on that. Okay, so this is we'll go into one of the points that Minty has kindly put down for us. That is clearly only read about 2 minutes ago. First F1 memory. So we'll go around everybody to talk about your very first F1 memory. And now I know for some people it'll be very recent, because they have only just got really into F1 thanks to Drive to Survive. For some of us, it won't be the first one. So let's start with Nathan.
do you remember,
on the spot?
Do you remember what F1 is, Nathan?
It's something they just go around tracks.
I swear to God, this guy's got
some good. There's some good maps in the races.
This thing with the maps, man, every fucking time.
What about if we talk about the crash that happened in Japan that sparked controversy with the tractor being on the track?
You're talking about Bianchi's crash. No, Jules Bianchi's crash. Oh, wait, is that your first F1 memory? Jules Bianchi's crash of death?
No, the one recently when Gasly pulled out the FIA.
Are you talking about Antoine?
No. When a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, I've only been
in Japan when it was back when
years.
It was when it was heavily raining. They'd stopped the race, but Gasly was still out on track.
And they didn't wave the flag in time, and the tractor was already on the track.
Yeah, so he was.
Gasly could have crashed into the
tractor. I remember this because there was a thing about Alonso as well going past it, I think, or something. I remember it because I remember Gav talking about this. So. Okay, we're going from F1 memories to crashing, but okay.
The reason that's probably a memory for me is because it was like the first close encounter of someone potentially being majorly injured.
Hurt, yeah. I mean, the FIA haven't done themselves any favors with that, like especially with, like, for example, Jules Bianchi, unfortunately passing away in Suzuka as well, and then you got what was the guy's name in Spa?
Antoine Hubert.
That's the one, Hubert in the F2, was it? F2, F3? One of the
that wasn't due to safety, like a safety thing.
Yeah, it is. It was like a safety. Eau Rouge is like a safety.
Well, that was just an unfortunate accident.
Yeah.
Right. The crash structure got hit twice, which they're not designed to do.
Oh yeah, because he hit the wall and then he got Well then. We'll come back to first memories, but Eau Rouge, should that be? Obviously, they changed the angle of it a little bit, didn't they? And they put a stand in and stuff like that. But
I think
does Eau Rouge need to go? Anyone says yes, I'll kill you.
No, to me it's so tough because with F1 there is with any racing, there's always going to be that danger.
Mate,
The issue is you don't know what that danger is going to be until it happens.
That's true.
You look
maybe
back at-
maybe they just need to change that track when it's more wet. Like maybe take out that corner, those two corners when it's really wet.
Yeah,
it's-
it's no, because you
like
might
I
as well
said,
take it out.
For me, I look at the issues in F1 and like when it's only when like with Jules Bianchi when obviously he crashed into the tractor and obviously then it all changed.
Yeah.
You just don't know the danger until
it happens.
happens.
Yeah. 'Cause
you can always try and prevent it, which is when the Halo, which is where obviously the Halo's coming in. Obviously the FIA talk about like making sure all like vehicles are off the track
Yeah.
and stuff like that. If you watch some of the old like even modern day F1 from like before like 2015 beforehand, there's one in Germany where it's when it has the in the Nürburgring where it has an absolute massive downpour and there's just cars going off everywhere. And there's a tractor on there, and it's like, oh well, it clips the tractor, and it's like, fucking hell. You think back, and it's like,
oh yeah,
with
yeah,
Bianchi.
Like that was maybe like 2009, 2008-ish.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I remember
Hamilton.
yeah. Oh, the
Like,
aqua when
Price
everyone
and
was fucking
Raikkonen.
aquaplaning off.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That clip got circulated around a lot because it had like Martin Brundle saying like one day someone's going to hit one of those tractors and it's going to
Yeah.
get horrifically wrong.
Yeah, not
Yeah, because the safety car was at the end of the first corner because obviously Nürburgring it's the tight sort of right-hander.
yeah, it's
it goes down.
It's happening.
All the cars
Pretty
were
much.
just going straight off past.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the safety car actually has to drive. Bert Martin has to literally dive out of the way in his car because otherwise a car would have hit him.
Yeah.
I think it was it Heidfeld probably. I think.
There was so many cars. I think
I
there was
think
like 5,
so,
6 cars
I
that
think
went
the
off.
issue. Yeah, I think the issue is when we talk about safeties, you can make a car as safe as possible, but until something happens, you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
It's motor racing is just dangerous wherever it is, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Alright, that's my first memory.
Yeah, it was 5 cars. We've just looked at that.
My first memory, my first ever race I ever watched was when Hamilton won his first championship. The actual race he won it. That was yeah,
So the 2008 Brazilian Grand Prix.
I don't remember where it was. I
Glock-
don't remember what year it
Glock-
was.
Glock going slowly.
I just
Glock letting him pass.
It was like, he's won the first ever Grand Prix, and like
Fucking
he, like,
Glory
took-
Hunter.
yeah.
He came in at the end as a Glory
And
Hunter.
I was like, yeah, not wrong. Yeah. Yeah, and,
He's got to do it in one
It
sport.
was the
true,
first
true.
one I ever watched, and like I
To be
remember
fair, that was a
like,
banging race.
yeah, he overtook someone like right near the end.
Yeah,
That's
Glock.
how he won it. And yeah, it was insane. And then I didn't watch one for years after that. And then I watched another one, and he pulled into. He wasn't racing for McLaren anymore. I think it was when he
China.
started racing for Mercedes.
China.
And he pulled into the wrong pits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's he
China
doing?
20.
And
Went
then,
into McLaren's pit.
Yeah, and then I've watched like a few races here and there over the years. The only time I really started watching them consistently was when I was watching it with you guys, because I'm very much like a social watcher. I won't watch it on my own, but I'll watch it if everyone else is watching it.
No, of course, yeah, that's cool.
And that's why when you guys go on about the turn in Japan, I'm like, fucking no idea what you're on about. Does Japan have turns?
It would help if you joined us for the league races every Thursday and to go on these tracks, you know.
Well,
What's gonna happen
Make it
is
a few laps.
we'll clip all this, and then in a year's time we'll come back to it and we'll say, right, Azura, do you remember this?
What is this track?
I can't remember yesterday. Never mind.
Minty, your first F1 memory?
My first F1 memory is Juan Pablo No, I'm not that old, man. I'm not as old.
Oh
as you,
wait,
mate.
fuck yeah, shit. Sorry. I've said it.
My first F1 memory would have been when Montoya did that ridiculous lap around Monza. And he broke the record.
Oh yeah.
2004
I
would
love
it have
Montoya.
been?
Yeah, something like I think so. Yeah, Montoya was insane.
Because I didn't get into F1 straight away. I was into the rally
Yeah.
at first. That was my love of the motorsport, and then I got into F1.
Monza, isn't that track from Forza?
I swear to God.
fuck's sake.
Yes.
I knew coming up to this day, I knew there'd be two people that would just try to trigger me, and I knew it'd be you two fuckers, Nathan and Azora.
It's fucking easy, mate. It's easy. It's easy.
Yeah, I know.
You bite every time. Like
It's that
fishing
one
with
that-
dynamite.
It's that track that just looks like a shoe.
That's the one that I
But
always
he's
go
not
on.
wrong.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
Slam into
Yeah.
the wall every time.
That was
It's
definitely
the one where you use me as a fucking break into one of the
I
corners.
use you as a break on every track. Right?
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's definitely my
yeah.
first memory.
That's a good
Montoya's
first memory.
ridiculous lap around Monza, and that V12, V12 V10 that time. That was such a noise.
All cars were so good. They were so
Oh,
so
I don't know. I
fucking
had
good.
crisis listening to that lap.
Bubble, your first F1 memory? You're only 10 years old, aren't you? So what? Last year?
I
Last year
think
Max
it
win?
might have been it. Oh.
Yeah. When
okay.
Verstappen won in 2021.
No, he's a McLaren
very
fanboy.
clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go back a long way for that. I think the first F1 proper F1 memory is 2011 in Canada.
Ooh.
When the race went on for, like-
that's 7-hour
yeah.
race.
Yeah, like 6 hours.
Yeah, it was
well,
insane.
and
Hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was heavy rain. It stopped. They started, bit crashes. They stopped. They went on. They stopped because of massive heavy downpour, and then it didn't race for like fucking 2 hours or something like that. It was crazy.
It's the reason that we have like 4-hour limits in Formula One now.
Yeah.
'Cause that race from lights
one
out
of the
to
best
checkered
races
flag
ever.
was like 7 hours long.
Yeah.
And Jensen Button hit 6 times, 2 penalties, was
Drive
last
through,
drive
crashed
through,
into his teammate.
crashed
yeah,
into his
took out
teammate,
his
crashed into
teammate.
Fernando Alonso.
Yeah.
Was last at like 5 different points in the race,
Yeah.
and passed Sebastian Vettel on the last lap.
Yeah. The moment where Sebastian Vettel was human. It is one of the best race highlights to watch, by the way. It was such a good fucking race.
Everybody should go back and watch that race.
I might actually after this. It sounds.
We're at DC. We're just like, I think he's got because the camera cut off Vettel
It very,
as he went around the corner,
it very much
and
cut off.
DC was like, "I'll go back. I think Vettel's gone wide." He's like got proper excited.
Yeah, there's a 7-minute video of race highlights on the F1 website.
I'd go as far to say that that's probably the best F1 race of all time.
Oh, that's a statement. It was an insane race. It was such a fucking good race.
Oh, obviously, apart from Abu Dhabi 2021, of course.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Yeah, that was the best race.
You can shut
Just
up.
Bubble,
seeing, seeing Max take his first championship is so good.
You're forgetting Indy 2005.
Oh my God!
Oh,
It's a 6-car race.
And only 6 cars raced.
Fucking
I
hell.
think only about 4 of them finished as well. I think the
Yeah,
Jordans blew
both.
up.
Yeah, both Jordans fucking retired. It was.
No, Jordan
No.
finished third.
Wasn't it 2
One-
Minardis? It was one of them. It was
Two
so
two Ferraris, 2
yeah,
Jordans.
It was
and
so
2
shit just seeing 6 cars on the grid and then both Ferraris going bye bye, and just doing fuck all for the rest
Oh,
of the
no,
race.
all 6 cars finished.
I did do.
I don't know.
The Minardis were both 2 laps down.
Yeah, that was a dark. That was probably a dark day in F1 because of all the whole tire issues.
Can
That's
you
why we had
imagine?
one tire supplier
Being a fan, paying for a ticket,
just to watch 6 cars.
and you go, yeah.
Oh,
What?
there was
Mate, you
uproar, and
you should have heard because so the whole issue wasn't it in practice all so there was 2 different tire manufacturers at the time.
I was gonna say it was to do, yeah.
Yeah, it was Michelin and Bridgestone, wasn't it?
Michelin,
And then obviously
Bridgestone.
all the Michelin tires because of the long right-hander because it was obviously
The
fucking-
bank curve of Daytona.
the bank case.
Indian-
Yeah, that thing that's behind Minty. So
No,
it's-
not Daytona, Indy.
Indy, yeah.
It's in America. It's the same thing.
It's not as banked.
It's not as banked to be fair.
It's like
But
Miami.
I swear to God. Every Michelin tire just kept blowing up. They kept having fucking blowouts and shit like that.
Ralph Schumacher had
Ralph
the
had-
first
yeah.
one in Friday practice. The tire just let go.
Yeah.
And
then they load up.
did he not do some damage? Did he break
think
a bone in his back? I think.
I thought he broke a bone in his foot.
I remember that they wanted to change the track to put
Yeah,
chicane
yeah,
in.
they wanted a really shitty chicane, but then none of the fucking
Hold on,
teams.
let me.
Sorry,
could
not
agree.
enough teams
Probably just
agreed.
flashbang myself.
So
then
everyone
when it came to the race, everyone was on the grid come the race. And then literally on the formation lap, the other teams went, see you later, mate, and went in the pits. And literally, as you see all the other cars, apart from the 6 that started, go in the pits, you just heard this big boo from the arena. Oh my god, it was mad.
That killed F1 in America for years.
That's massively. What year was it?
2005.
2005.
I was just looking to see.
And now America are taking over F1.
They got 3 races.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah.
Fucking. Do you know what? I never realised this is the grid, the qualifying grid.
The F1 race that
for that race.
For
the original race, on pole was Jarno Trulli for Toyota.
On pole?
Kimi was yeah. Kimi was second for McLaren.
Yeah, shit.
Jensen third for Honda. Fisichella fourth for Renault. Schumacher fifth for Ferrari. Then Alonso sixth for Renault. So the top 5 were all different manufacturers.
That's bad.
Narain Karthikeyan.
What a driver! What a driver! What a
cucumber himself.
The cucumber himself, for fuck's sake! Oh my god, that's a good memory. To be fair, one of my first memories, and then I am going to go back to the part where some of you probably weren't born.
Oh my god, there we go.
1998 Belgium.
What? US?
Oh, is that not the
big crash?
That's the big crash. Yeah.
Crash.
The big.
I was in my dad's nutsack.
I think
you must have been 6 or 7 at the time.
I think I was, but I grew up in like the Michael Schumacher dominant era. I remember being that young and I was a Ferrari fan, and obviously because Michael Schumacher had the same first name as me, I was like, I'm gonna watch him, I'm gonna support him. Thank God I supported the right fucking driver at the time because he was dominating. Shut up, Glory Hunter.
His name's Michael, like me.
Exactly. Yeah. That's part of the reason why I became a Liverpool supporter because of Michael Owen. I'm not gonna deny that. And I made a good choice. I could have went the blue side. Thank God I didn't. Went the red side. We're good.
So I was looking to see if it told me Ralph Schumacher's.
Yeah, but like 1998, everyone like nearly 16 cars or something like that.
It always makes me laugh how there was a car that crashed at the very end of that because he was that bad of a driver. He was like 3 seconds behind the rest of the grid and just crashed.
Yeah, he just crashed as well.
For fuck's sake.
And that was back in the day where we had third cars as well. So
everyone running back.
Running back, and obviously if you
that also the same year that Thingy wanted that Schumacher ran to punch Coulthard.
Yes. No, it was a different year. No, it was a different year.
Is that a different year?
Oh no, I think it was a different year. Yeah, because that was coming into the bus stop, wasn't it?
He crashed into Coulthard.
Yeah, because he was trying to lap Coulthard, and he just I don't know where he just seen him and then bang.
Well, wasn't that also like torrential rain as well?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was bad rain.
Couldn't see him. Knocked a wheel off his car and just carried on with 3 wheels.
Yeah, he's like nothing happened, and then he got into the pits, fucking all this headphone off, went into the garage. It was like big kerfuffle in the garage.
See,
it was great.
That was the first incident of crossover boxing. So
I don't know
Fuck
about
you,
you guys.
boxing.
Probably more like Bubble and Mike, the main sort of F1 fan. I miss seeing that passion of like drivers. It's like you're getting in my way. I'm just gonna run over and go fucking lamp someone.
You had Max and Ocon, didn't you, in Brazil?
Yeah, like
Max had
I mean that was.
Well, you say that passion, but what about the whole Max
2021? Yeah, 2021 was the passion, wasn't it? Like that was probably the season to get into F1. Like I had mates that didn't even watch F1 that watched Abu Dhabi, and it was horrible. Like, and just after that race, about an hour later, I was just getting calls off all my mates going, "What the fuck just happened?" I went, "Why are you even speaking to me right now? Don't even speak to me."
They were like, "Must call Mike."
Yeah, it's like because they knew I was a Lewis fan. They knew I was a McLaren.
He's gonna be Steven. I need to speak to the man.
It's like, what the fuck was that bullshit? I'm like,
yeah.
Fuck you.
I have my uni flatmates go, can you explain to me why everyone's so angry?
Yeah, that's I had that as well. It was so bad. It was so crazy. It was 2021 was like it was so good to just get into what there were so many good races We had Barcelona. We had Silverstone. We had fucking Brazil. Brazil was a banger of the race. You know the last like 5 or 6 races of that season was insane.
Might becoming the new GOAT.
Oh.
This is my last appearance on this podcast.
I'm glad that got the silence it deserved.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, what's that?
I don't know. I hate
What's
both of them,
next?
So
Everyone knows I'm faster than Mike. It's fine.
It was proven.
In certain
I don't know what
departments, maybe.
Mike's questioning. I don't know which part Mike's questioning there. The fact that Azura said he's quicker than him, or the fact I just said I hate both of the drivers.
Yeah, but you're a shitty Carlos Sainz fan.
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
how's
but I
that
also
going for you, Mint?
Yeah, how's that? Where's he going next season? Oh,
I
nowhere.
just don't care.
What,
Guess who's
follow
replaces
signs.
Sainz? Yeah, because he likes Carlos Sainz Senior.
So yeah, so like,
That's
I say,
like,
with,
that's like supporting like Portsmouth. It's such a waste.
You support
Like, what
Everton. You
wanna
have no
Premier
leverage.
League. Premier League. What are you gonna have? Yeah.
no,
How
so
would
I-
Sainz not be like bottom of the Prem? He'd be like Everton.
No, he wouldn't.
I'd be.
No,
Sainz
Sainz would be.
would be-
Sainz would be like. Sainz is like.
hold up. Sainz is a race winner.
That's what I say. No, fuck off. Is he? Sainz is like a fucking Spurs.
Can I just
not.
say, if it wasn't for Carlos Sainz, we'd have Max Verstappen
He's got
and
a point.
Red Bull winning every single race last season. So if it wasn't for Carlos Sainz, we'd be all.
Well, no. If it wasn't for
You're
Lando
looking-
Norris,
He did a good strategy.
Lando
and
Norris
he
is the only reason Sainz really won that race.
He purposely slowed down so that the other car would get DRS. So that Max.
Yeah,
couldn't.
so that race was that was a genius call by Sainz. To be fair, I don't know. Obviously, that was
Like I say, I grew up watching his dad rally. So
Yeah,
like
it's a fair
seeing
reason.
I watched it obviously like supporting him and Colin McRae when I first got into it.
Yeah.
So
cheap.
Well, that's a good way to go into this next thing. It's a favourite driver, so obviously you got Minty's, Carlos Sainz. Any other favourite drivers, Minty?
well, I mean, ever. Well, I
Ever?
mean, you gotta love Schumacher. Like,
not everyone loves Schumacher. I tell you that right now.
Do-
Shut the fuck up.
I just thing is, it's like people say, oh, he was the best, probably one of the best drivers ever in F1, in the best car,
Yeah.
and some of the stuff it's like, oh well, it was cheating. It's like when he did the Monaco lap and then pulled off to the side of the road.
It's
But
fucking
you-
genius.
Yeah, but you think, right, your brain is going all that through, right, thinking, right, I've got to hit this braking point, this braking point, this braking point, I've got to be at this speed and this gear in Monaco, and I'm just going to pull off to the side of the road.
Yeah.
And just, it's like, that just is the winner mentality.
Yeah.
I always loved the sort of the underdogs. I love Rubens. I thought Rubens was such a... Rubens is probably one of the nicest people in F1. Webber.
People don't like that. I'm just not a big
I'm
fan.
just
I had a
I'm just
big
thinking about.
sigh of that.
I'm just thinking about what I'm gonna say.
Oh no, fucking hell.
Can't
They're
wait.
incarcerating!
Max Verstappen, Nico
Oh.
Rosberg.
Well, it's like,
Fuck
as
off.
the thing is as well, when the new teams came in 2011, 2012.
What, fucking HRT, Virgin Mobile, and
Well,
fucking...
Yeah, so any driver that basically raced for
Oh, so
Virgin
what?
because Virgin was
what I
from
was back in then.
Donington, Sheffield. Ha ha ha. No, race.
For the very first time.
The Virgin racing team originated from Dinnington, which is Sheffield based.
That
So
went,
it was like-
that
it
went
was a
well
sh-
for them, didn't it?
I was all with Jeremy Clarkson, just saying like, right, we'll get a British, if they got whoever won a race, we'll get the brass band on. None of this fucking God save the Queen. We're having a high with me on a brass band.
Apart from like old drivers, what's your favourite? Oh no, you said, didn't you? Signs.
Carlos.
Yeah, it says science. What about you, Nath? That's not clean, Minty. Fuck no.
Yuki Tsunoda.
Is that right? Is that a serious answer here?
Yes, that's a serious answer.
That's
Why-
more Portsmouth than fucking Minty's answer.
Hey, you
Oh,
leave Yuki
I-
alone. No, you leave Yuki alone. Yuki's a fucking... I love Yuki.
I've
Yuki's great.
always
Agreeing with
loved
me.
Yuki.
That's what you're
I've
saying.
always loved
Yuki is
Yuki.
great.
Thank you.
I agree.
Michael.
Yuki is great. Fuck you. Yuki,
I've
I love Yuki.
I've got something to say after seeing a video with Yuki. I'm going to ask you guys the same as well.
Okay.
So watching Eddie Jordan and David Coulthard, they have the podcast talk.
Copycats.
Bubble might have seen this.
I've
So
seen this
Eddie Jordan came out with something quite controversial,
What he says, Yuki's
and I
not.
want
here
your
we go.
opinions of it. He said because it happened to him when he was obviously with his team at Jordan. The only reason Yuki Tsunoda is
in F1 because
F1 is not just that, but because
Honda.
he gets so much because Honda want a Japanese driver.
Yeah,
I don't believe that.
I disagree with that because I think he's got talent.
He has got talent.
That's the reason he got to AlphaTauri, Toro Rosso, Visa, Cash App, PayPal Racing, because they had Honda power units.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's the reason he's still here.
I was gonna say,
think
yeah,
that's
he may
how
have,
he
he
got
may
here.
have, he may have originally,
Because
but he's proved
that's the
himself
thing.
that.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Because I didn't agree with him what he said as well. Because he said, "Oh well, he said like, oh, Honda had a lot of power in him having Takuma Sato in a
What a
seat."
driver.
Well, he said, "Oh well, I'd have taken Frentzen." And he's like, "Well, hold up, you had an argument with Frentzen, which is why he ended up leaving his contract in the first place."
Yeah.
Eddie Jordan does come out with some wild
Yeah,
stuff.
like,
sometimes.
and it's like,
But you
hold
can't
up,
disagree. That car was nice. The Jordan car was so nice.
Sato had a very good career before and after Jordan, so it's not as though he. Oh,
In a
yeah.
very good
he
career,
probably
yeah.
does have some pull, like everyone does, because they've got the sponsorship.
Brandon
But-
Jordan. It's not like Michael Jordan.
No, mate, he's got a NASCAR team,
I'm
so
not
not an
sure
F1
I'm
team.
going to say yes if you ask me again.
Might have to make
My
another podcast.
favourite driver is probably Kimi Räikkönen. My favourite.
Oh,
that's a
that's
good
a shout.
And it's not about the racing. 'Cause you know me, I just
He's a
want
good
to
racer,
enjoy the
but
sport. But
he's
he's
brilliant.
fucking funny.
He's hilarious.
He's just funny.
He's such a absolutely
One of-
charismatic character.
One of my favourite highlights of him of all time is when he goes around the race and he's got no water and he's just complaining about it for the entire race.
Every now and again, the clip of him where he's walking in the paddock and he just pushes, like, he bumps into a kid. And he just doesn't give a shit. He just keeps walking, and it's a great fucking video. Just knocks over some poor kid, and he's just like, "Well, you're in my fucking way."
I don't know what it is with Finnish racing drivers, but they are the funniest.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
Oh,
I wish
Mick-
ours
Mick-
was funny.
Mick
I think ours
Hakkinen
is
was
funny.
the same.
Oh,
Mick
Mr.
Hakkinen was the
Hakkinen
same.
was a
He was
amazing
such.
driver.
His dry humor was hilarious.
He's still on sabbatical. He's coming back any day now.
He's the Mercedes new second driver.
What? So Jacques Villeneuve the same then still.
Yeah.
Well, he told us halfway through last season that McLaren would be challenging Red Bull, and then they did. He's got the magic power in F1.
How happy it made me last season when McLaren was so shit and Bubble was just there going, "Wow, this is really great." It's at the end of the season when we went do well. Really disappointed me.
Oh,
He started piping. Yeah, because you started piping up. It's like,
That
"It's all right, guys,
racing-
McLaren are great."
The race in Mexico where Lando
sure-
Norris just keeps steamrolling through everyone.
Oh,
I'm
brilliant.
sure we'll get to it. I've got so much McLaren hopium for.
Oh,
for
we'll get to
2024.
2024 in a second.
But-
Favorite drivers?
I think for a similar reason as Azora, I really liked Mark Webber because he just called Red Bull out on
All the bullshit. Yeah.
all of their bullshit.
Multi 21.
Multi 21 when Seb crashed, destroyed the only front wing they had of the new spec, so they took it off of Mark Webber's car and gave it to him.
One of the greatest radio calls ever. Not bad for a number 2 driver.
Yeah,
I love that radio call forever.
and I think still racing. I think I've got to say, I was big on Lando Norris, but now Oscar Piastri is really kind of.
He's won a race.
He's fast becoming one of my favourite. I wouldn't say he's won a race. He's won a sprint race.
Classes
Not
as
won a
win.
Grand Prix.
Saying that though, he
I
has
wanna
done
go
very
on.
well to keep up. Like he's pretty much not on par, but he's very close to Lando Norris already.
I think in terms of one lap pace,
season.
I think at 1 lap pace he's definitely up there. I think in terms of race pace he's still a little bit behind, but he will get there.
Lando was really like making loads of mistakes in qualifying last year, and Oscar could just kind of keep up with him. And also, I think Oscar's turning into a bit of a meme now. When that jetpack guy crashed in Austria.
Oh no, I love it. That's a great meme. That is a good meme. That's a good meme.
I'm sure there's
no point asking
guesses
Mike
for
who's Mike's favorite current driver.
We might as well.
Max Verstappen.
Oh god.
You're in for a good season then.
I've changed the legion.
Dagger to the highlights, Mike.
No, it's got. Come on, it's well, obviously, okay. Yeah. But number one is my boy Toto Wolff. Yeah. I mean,
I can't wait for next season for Mike being a Ferrari.
Yeah. Are you gonna burn all your Mercedes merch?
No, because I'm still gonna be a Mercedes fan.
Are you really
Don't get me wrong. I am. No, because because first of all, don't get me wrong. I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan. Good point.
Like
I'll let you have that one there.
That's like when Carragher first joined Liverpool. He's like, I'll always be an Everton fan now. I'll always be an Everton fan.
No, because it's true. Because when I grew up, I was a Ferrari. To be fair, the Lewis Hamilton to Ferrari thing is a fucking dream for me because it's my favorite driver and my first favorite team that I grew up with.
I slipped up. There it is.
Are you gonna be cheering along George Russell when he overtakes Lewis Hamilton in the Ferrari?
Ooh.
I will. It'll be a conflict of interest, but I will be like, well done, George. I'll be like, fair play.
Joe,
so I think George is a good driver.
Though, if Mercedes have an absolute beast next year,
you can't. George Russell's in the car.
Are you gonna celebrate?
Hamilton's with Ferrari and they flop.
Are you gonna celebrate when Perez overtakes Mercedes in the Ferrari?
He's done the Ferrari. I supported Perez when he was holding up Hamilton in the 2021 when he did that insane defense.
People have made rumors because
they
saw a picture
with him. Yeah, and then they were like made rumors about Carlos Sainz coming to Red Bull because fucking Carlos Sainz Senior was talking to the fucking Red Bull people. You know, we got the fuck off. It's no.
I think Perez is gone.
I think Perez is definitely gone after the season. I think he's
gone in F1
if he doesn't have a good enough season, he's gone in F1 altogether.
Mike, we might have a few issues next season between us because if Carlos Sainz does go to Red Bull, I hate fucking Red Bull full of Carlos Sainz. You're going to be.
He's going to be there like going, yeah, oh fuck.
It's all right though because Christian Horner won't be there, so you got rid of half the problem.
Yeah. We'll find out in about 6 days. Time. No, that's
what if Horner goes? That's 1/3 of the problem gone. They just need to get rid of Helmut Marko and Verstappen to go.
True.
I don't think Verstappen's not being a problem anymore.
No,
to be fair, actually, I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know who I find more annoying out of the Verstappens, Max or Jos. I'm thinking more Jos now.
Jos is an absolute twat.
I'm thinking more Jos now.
Max
can stay. Jos can fuck off. So can Helmut.
The thing is, like, as much as people actually hate Max, like I've always said, like I think Max is a fucking brilliant driver. I fucking, he is probably the best at the current state of time. But you're in Red Bull. You got Christian Horner and you got fucking Helmut Marko. Fuck off.
Max was very childish. And I think he's maturing.
He's more mature than he was in 2021.
I think it is the sort of the Red Bull sort of feeling as well, because I
hated
couldn't stand. I hated Vettel, and then he went to Aston Martin. All of a sudden, he's the most likable F1 driver ever.
You are 100% right because I was the same. I fucking despised Vettel at Red Bull, and then as soon as he went to Ferrari, I was like, Vettel, you are fucking amazing.
As Bubble mentioned, like he
called
Red Bull out. I mean, I didn't mind DC, and then when he went to Red Bull, he somehow became more boring.
Yeah. Can I just add one to one of my favorite drivers? So one of my favorite drivers, and it is an old one, is Kobayashi.
No, but that's
and it's not because of his
that's biased. Mate.
That's not biased because he's Asian. It's biased. It's biased because he was a really, really good driver. He was amazing with his tires. He had very good races every now and again. Ignore the fact that he drove a car with a fucking Chelsea badge on it. We'll ignore that.
Yeah, sorry.
I just loved him. I loved this personality, and he's still a great driver.
What was his name again?
To be honest, I could go through.
He sounds like a country.
I could go through so many.
That's just racist.
I could go through so many drivers of sort of the early sort of 2000 to 2006 that I absolutely loved.
Such a dickhead. I hate you so much.
That's
the other edge part.
I think my current driver that I like is Gasly. Gasly, not Gasly.
You know what? I'm a big. I'm a big fan of Charizard.
Nah, you know what I mean. But I don't know what it is. I just really like
Gasly.
it.
Tell you what.
I like dark type Pokemons.
They're more into my fire types.
Yeah.
Grosjean.
Yeah.
I feel
Can't
like
wait till it becomes a haunter.
No, Mike, you did not just say that.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
No. Grosjean's taken the fire branding. I think he calls himself like he's in IndyCar and called himself a Phoenix. So.
Oh yeah, he has, hasn't he? Yeah, that's fires.
I mean, to be fair, we'll give him that one. I think that's understandable.
Oh yeah.
If he doesn't have that photo of him walking out of the fire, like when he's got the doctor's like on his fucking shoulder in his living room, I'll be amazed because I think that's probably one of the best photos ever.
Oh yeah, that'd be insane. That would be insane. Okay, that was favorite drivers. We've done F1 memories. Do we go for? We kind of already said our favorite moments. I think we had Abu Dhabi 2021 when Max won. Is that one of our favorite moments?
Oh, sorry, mate. Stop it.
Obviously, as Zora mentioned, 2008 when Hamilton won his championship bubble with 2021, and then Minty when Sainz actually won a race finally.
Alonso's World Championship win, that was 2005. That was Alonso 2005 2006 was insane, and I love that car. That Renault was good. To be fair, the whole 2007 season where they had 7 different winners in the first 7 races.
Oh, that was like 2012.
No, it was 2012. Yeah, 2012 first 7 races.
But that's when Pastor Maldonado won a race.
The last Williams driver to win a race.
Yeah,
was Pastor Maldonado.
What a chaotic guy.
And fought off Fernando Alonso.
I know.
In Spain. Like how? It was ridiculous.
If Maldonado didn't put the fucking numbers on for the lottery that day, he'd been missing 100%. Out because everything aligned for him.
Yeah. The Williams garage caught fire that day.
Oh yeah, it did, didn't it? So we'll link this next section with what we're going to talk about, because we're going to talk about the liveries for this season, but we are going to talk. I've got a tier list up on my screen. I'll share the screen in a second. Yes. Okay.
Oh, hang on.
It's going to be a discussion between all of us.
Wait a minute. So let me.
It could take a while.
Because
how long have you got there?
So let me get this up, because I already know. So it's on the Discord. So I'm already going to put for Nathan, all the liveries are going in D.
They're not all D.
Which ones aren't D?
And we've seen the cars on track now.
Ferrari Classic, at least A. The Alpines that they've changed is at least an A now.
Alpines that they've changed. That was
Alpines.
paint.
That was Flovis.
That was Flovis paint. Yeah.
That's not part of that livery.
Oh fuck.
Alright. McLaren's look standard as normal.
You've got the Alpine there twice.
That's at least an A.
What's that one?
McLaren, that's at least an A.
Sorry, yeah, fucking. Hold on a minute. I need to fucking put this out and fucking pop.
You need to make it bigger, mate.
Yeah, hold on. Well,
my eyes are not good. I have to go to Specsavers.
Oh, shut up. Give me 2 seconds.
Alright, we'll zoom in and look at the screen. You've got 2 Alpines as well, Mike.
Yeah, I didn't make this, remember? So.
Oh, it's probably the pink one and the not pink one, as if there's a massive difference.
So there is.
There we are.
The Alpine.
Yeah.
I put that as a C.
Wait, are we letting Nathan?
I want to let Nathan do it because.
Okay.
I'm intrigued by Nathan's choice. So what was it? Alpine.
Well, which one are we going with?
Why is that? Oh, because the fucking blue and the pink livery.
The blue and the pink one, yeah.
Both of them.
pink is a lot better. Problem is, I can't really see it.
Have you not seen it? Bring up a photo, Nate.
Can you make it bigger, Mark?
I can't make it bigger for some stupid reason. Presentation mode?
Yeah, I'll share my screen. I've got all the liveries up, so.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So you can go through them one by one.
You're not streaming.
Yes,
Bear with you.
Hey,
Let's get the ones out of the way then.
Okay.
Red Bull. I think they've gone a little bit less than last year, so I'm gonna go B. Alright, let me get.
Okay, so that's Alpha Romeo
Okay,
kick.
that's the kit. Shit. I'm
Okay,
keeping it in D.
Okay, we're keeping it in D. Next.
Right.
Pass.
I mean, I like white and black, but it's just not a great. The way that they've done it is not great.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go C.
Haas for C. Okay. Red Bull. You've already done Red Bull.
Already done Red Bull.
Yeah. Williams.
See, I quite like that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It is worse than last year's.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go into B.
Is that the fucking Williams? It doesn't look like.
Top looks like
Yeah,
a
it's the
Duracell
Williams.
battery.
It's always.
Oh,
It's
so
looked like that
our
last.
sponsor. Never mind, lads. Never mind. That was the intent.
It's worked.
Never mind, lads. Okay, no.
That's amazing.
Advertising it sucked me in.
Buy Duracell. Alpine pink.
Hang on, go back to the Alpine.
Oh, is it?
Right. See now
The pink is
the
nice.
the back end of the car looks really nice.
Yeah.
If they just had the pink nose.
Okay, we're not doing
like
its ass. We're doing its boobs as well.
Okay. I'm gonna be controversial and put it in A.
Right. I need a new teammate for next season. Fucking hell. What about the blue one?
Yeah, we forget about the blue.
Okay, so we stay in D. Next. There it is. The Visa WhatsApp
Oh,
cash.
Jesus, I mean, look at it. Look at it.
Fucking love it. Where
I'll
you
give it
putting
the
it?
benefit of the doubt and put it in C.
Fuck me. Jesus Christ. Next.
Aston Martin. I mean, it's a classic Aston Martin, innit? You got to give it at least a B.
Okay. Next.
The Mercedes. It looks clean. I do like the little blue streaks.
I like the silver fade into the black near the end.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an A again.
Good man.
And that's it. That's
no,
it.
McLaren.
I've already done
Oh,
McLaren.
he said
I've already
you
done
said the
McLaren.
McLaren and the Ferrari. Yeah, you already said it.
Yeah.
So,
To me, I don't really have any S-Class cars. I don't think anything really stands out.
see, I'm a bit
this
surprised
season.
there. I'm not gonna lie, I am a bit surprised. I thought Nathan was gonna go.
I had a few
think
S classes there, you know.
Okay,
I think Nate's made some big missteps there.
Yeah, I know. Nate's partially blind though, so can't.
Okay, so that's Nate. Okay, so let's go.
He
let's go for
only
different-
sees blue.
So,
My favourite colour is red and black, mate. So.
okay, so Mincy, let's go with you. What would you put these? What would you change here?
Ferrari definitely S class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd actually go with Mercedes as well, S class.
Yeah, good man. Love you already.
Both Alpines in D.
Yep.
I think that's harsh.
Um,
I agree.
McLaren, I'd keep it A and move Aston Martin up to A.
Yeah.
And actually, probably pains me to say, I'd probably put Red Bull at A as well. I do like
Yeah.
the scheme. Haas, I'd probably keep it C, and
Yeah.
I'd probably swap Williams and Visa Alpha Tauri Cash App
Ooh,
contactless around.
Contactless
I do like.
around.
I do like that. I do like that color scheme of the Alpha Tauri. I think
Yeah.
that'd be mine. Actually,
What about the
well,
kick?
actually, I would. Black and green's my color, so I'd probably put that up to A. I love the strikiness
what?
of it.
Someone's gone on my team and made that livery.
That is probably my team livery.
I love that. I love that.
I don't know. I just love the color of it. I just think it just looks,
Fantastic.
It looks cool. I think it'll look good under the lights as well.
Yeah, it's true. It has to look good, to be fair. Zora, what would you change here?
Alright, so Ferrari S-Class,
Yeah.
guaranteed,
Yeah.
classic.
It's beautiful.
McLaren, I'd put down in C. I'm not a fan.
Awful.
Yeah, so
So,
the black
Bubbles
to
like,
orange
thank
ri-
fuck you, don't race. I'll take you out.
no, the black to orange ratios are all off. Like it should have way more. It is. Yeah, it should be more orange than it is black. And
It looks the same.
Bubbles gone.
Yeah, sorry, mate. But yeah, C.
Okay.
Why is he
Anything
put?
else?
What's with the cap for?
Is that the
because
McLaren
it's
cap?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a McLaren hat somewhere. Oh, I've packed it away.
Yeah, you're moving tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Right, so Mercedes class, beautiful car. 100%. Aston Martin A.
Yeah.
100%. Beautiful. Cash App D. I'd even put it in E. It's absolutely horrendous looking car. It looks horrible.
Fuck me.
It looks awful.
It looks terrible, honestly.
You guys have no style, but then again, you are.
Yeah, it looks like one of them toy cars you'd buy in an airport. It's got like.
He's so right.
Like, yeah, it's just like,
I mean, I don't not see it now.
Yeah, like, oh,
I don't not see it.
Alpine.
Alpine.
They're B for me. To be fair, it's all right.
Well, both.
Yeah, both. Yeah.
I like the pineapples.
Are you? Thanks.
Alright, Williams, I would put in B as well, just
Okay.
for Duracell. Just catches the eye. I like it.
Okay.
Like it.
And the Haas.
Red Bull, I'd put as a C because I
Oh,
don't feel
God.
like it just hasn't changed. It's very boring. in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I get that.
Yeah,
It's a good reason, to be fair.
yeah. Haas, I put as a B. Like a little bit's changed, but not a lot. And
You put it in
sorry.
anyway.
Sorry.
yeah.
To be fair, I was even shocked about the B.
And then you're gonna hate it, but I absolutely fucking love the state car. It is by far like one of my favorite liveries. So S-Class for me.
Jesus.
Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I don't know what it is. It's
This
the
is
black
why.
and
This is
green.
why. This is why he doesn't race with us
Black and
anymore.
green for me is I'm the same as Minty. It's like my colour.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. Yeah.
Okay,
I think
Beautiful.
it's just
So
As soon
Bubble,
as they seen it,
let's do Bubbles.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, go on, Bubble. What's yours?
Okay. I no, keep the McLaren in S tier. I think-
Wait, seriously?
I think I
It's
really
a
like.
staple.
I really like the orange and the black. I'm glad they got rid of the blue.
To be fair, the one that I do like on this McLaren is the chrome number.
Oh, I think that was the worst part of the livery.
I don't, because I think they should. I think if this was like maybe like, it needs to bring chrome back. I think.
I
like chrome back.
okay. I think the Alpines, both of them.
Yeah.
The pink one's a bit better. If there was an E class, I'd put the blue one in E and the pink one in D.
Okay, so we'll put it. No, we can't even unselect it.
No, yeah. I think.
Mate, you can click another level if you want.
Oh, we can have any.
Can we?
I think you can, I swear.
Oh yeah, we can.
Okay,
We can.
Yeah, it's
We've had. Mike, come on, mate.
Are you struggling to function, Mike?
Chuck.
Fucking awful. Yes.
Put it,
That's it.
put it as a different colour as well. Put
I
it in.
think.
Put it as.
Oh,
We can't see it.
Yeah,
I think they've been so like no one thought about that. They just thought take as much carbon off, paint off, and make it all carbon.
Yeah.
We'll worry about it later. And they had to hand their homework in an hour and just make it.
That's a good thought, to be fair. That's fair.
Fair enough.
The Mercedes, I really don't like the silver to black. I don't know what I don't like about it.
Right, hold on. 7.
I'm wrong with you, mate. Like,
I
So
think
where are you putting it?
I'm gonna put it in C tier.
I'm taking. I can't wait for Las
I'm
Vegas.
not
I'm taking you out,
uh,
mate.
I'm not getting invited back on.
You
I think the Aston Martin.
know what? Fuck your 12 hours. You do it on your own.
The Aston Martin A tier. I think it works. Color's good.
It's the right green. I think the right amount of green. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The V carb. I can't unsee it now. You said it. It just looks like a toy car.
it does. It does.
I think I
Is it?
tell you what. Bump the Mercedes up to B, and I'll put the V carb in C.
Okay.
Put it in C.
I didn't want to say that they were the same.
Oh, what the fuck killed you?
The Haas is boring. C. I'm a Duracell man. I'd put the I'd put the Williams in A. I really like it.
You see, I don't like the SABCD fucking awful system because it should be like fucking awful. Then you've got like terrible.
Well, that's what they mean.
Yeah,
it translates.
But you put Haas in C, and then Mike was like, but Haas is mid, and C is like mid.
Okay, well
That's like okay.
Mid.
No, it's F is sick. A is amazing. B is bitching. D is
disgusting.
yeah. I can't think of anything for C. I'll get back to you.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. Sexy is.
Part of me.
Keep A as A.
Astonishingly.
A is good. Part of me.
Almost sexy.
Part
Okay, story of my life.
Part of me really dislikes the gambling skate kick XQC car. But I watched it in testing, and under the lights, it looks really good. So I'm gonna give
fake
it.
lights.
It's all for the cameras.
Someone's post production.
I'm gonna give it a bitch in B.
Okay.
For night races, everywhere else, it's gonna be mid bitch.
So most races, it's going to be mid bitch.
So for most of the season, it's there.
The Ferrari's just S. Yeah.
It's sexy.
No,
It's
it
sexy.
is.
It's sexy as fuck, but I wish they'd just get rid of the white and yellow lines. It'd look much better.
Do you not like the white and yellow lines?
No.
I honestly think the thing that would make this Ferrari the best livery is if, you know, when he had like the white in the rear wing and the front wing. That.
Yeah.
If it had the white rear wing and front wing where it's black.
Do you know
This
what
would
you're
be
saying now?
Shell.
I see what you mean
Yeah.
about the white and yellow stripe going down the
Yeah,
sides.
it just looks a bit weird.
Yeah. If it didn't have that, it would look better. It still looks alright.
Support
team,
I
not break
FFP,
I
shut
see
the
what
fuck
you
up.
mean.
There would be a special extra tier for the Ferrari livery, but without the white and yellow.
Yeah.
And then the Red Bull, they just do it every year, but it does work. I'd give it a B. No, yeah, a B. Okay. It's boring, but
I'm so intrigued by
does
some
work
of
every
these.
year.
Like, that's incredible. So, let's do mine.
Mercedes, everything else in fucking.
No, so Ferrari definitely sexy as fuck. I think 100%. I think it's there. Yeah, I potentially slightly agree with the white and yellow lines, but I like it. It's a nice little touch. I think it's definitely probably the best livery out there. I love the Mercedes livery. I think it's really nice that they've got added the silver and obviously the Patronus blue and the fading into the black at the back. I think it's really, really nice. So I'm not going to put it sexy as fuck, but I'm going to put almost sexy.
That don't make sense. You just complimented everything about it.
Yeah,
You're
but
gonna put it in.
It's an absolute beautiful machine. I love it in every way, but it's almost sexy.
Yeah, because it's got side pods.
Oh, what?
No, I'm joking.
So does the Ferrari.
Okay, fair
First
enough.
handles.
Okay. Right, well, let's go with the awful. So we'll keep that in fucking awful because of every reason. It's a fucking paint here, but forget to paint here moment. That's going to fucking awful. It needs less black and more color.
I like black.
Why don't you like the McLaren then, mate?
Well, hold on, we'll get to the McLaren now in a minute. The Visa Cash App reminds me of like the Toro Rosso vibes. So, as much as you fuckers hate it and think it's a toy car, I actually like it.
Fucking hell, yeah.
Itching.
It's like Jet 2 planes and all that. You and Thomas
I'm the guy that would buy the toy car, so yes, it's going to bitchin'.
I think what we've learned is we all disagree.
Yeah,
it's
of
just
course it
missing
is.
its little RC antenna.
I don't think any of these cars I don't think are actually disgusting. I think Haas is very just plain. It's mid. It's very pretty much last season, apart from the front of the nose where it's black instead of white. The kick on first reveal, I was like, yes, there's another vibrant car out there. I kind of agree with Bubble with the comments. At night time it'll look amazing, in the daytime it look it's on the track, but at least you can't miss the fucking thing. McLaren,
it's high vis, mate.
yeah. So the McLaren, I wish had a bit more orange than black.
Completely agree.
Which is why I'm gonna keep it as a mid bitch.
Isn't it technically all black?
Watching
Because
No.
orange is the new black.
I'm just watching him fucking beaming.
I will give you that one. Aston Martin.
It's alright, but you're faster than him in F1.
Well, he's not. Aston Martin, I think has to go. I think it's the right balance between colour and black. I think the green's always a nice Aston Martin green. You can't go wrong with it. Red Bull. No, Red Bull. It's annoying because I know they haven't changed their liveries in so many years, but the matte finish always makes the car look really, really nice. So
Who's Matt?
no, it's a type of paint. Fucking play the games, dickhead. So I'm gonna put it as a bitchin' car. Which one haven't I done? Williams, isn't it? And I'll keep Williams in bitchin'.
So we all think that different cars are great. No one really agrees, apart from the Alpines are awful.
We all agree that Ferrari's nice.
And
Yeah.
Ferrari's nice, yeah.
Yeah, we all
And that's
agree on that.
fine.
In the past few years, has there been any liveries that have been banging?
McLaren Golf livery.
What, you mean special edition ones or actual liveries?
So actual liveries. Oh no, special. You can include special edition ones if you want.
Well, yeah, McLaren Golf.
Yeah.
The Japanese Ferrari, Red Bull one.
Sorry, just want to share your screen for us.
Sorry, mate.
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
McLaren Golf livery is a nice livery.
Yeah, the Japanese Red Bull one.
Oh, the white Red Bull. The white Red Bull was such a nice livery.
The Ferrari Maroon, when it was
Yeah.
for Italy, that was quite a nice one.
Ferrari red, basically.
Yeah.
Mercedes white. I like the Mercedes white one that they had in Germany, was it?
The white nose one.
Right.
Yeah.
It didn't go very well for them that race.
It was a
so-
terrible race for them, but it was still a
Yeah.
nice livery.
No, for me, it's like the Alpine, like they forgot to paint the front of it.
Yeah. The old Jordan livery was a great livery. Oh, the
old
Jaguar
livery.
livery was so
And
nice.
That's very reminiscent of the Aston Martin one. To be fair, very
Yeah.
similar sort of green.
The Jaguar livery was so nice. I remember the old,
Or the old BMWs.
the old
liveries.
Sauber Petronas livery was good.
The old BMW liveries were quite cool.
Yeah.
As in the works BMW.
I mean, I
ones.
think one of the best liveries, to be fair, out there is Vodafone Mercedes, McLaren Mercedes.
Oh yeah, the
like
the
that is
silver
just,
and the red.
yeah, it was just perfect in every way.
the chrome one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Braun.
the livery.
Renault's blue and yellow one, Alonso's.
Yeah,
that was a nice one.
Yeah.
Bronze livery.
Which is just shit.
Just white. Really?
Yeah, I didn't like it. It was plain. It was a nice livery, but it was just plain.
Had no fucking money.
That's true. They
Fair
bought
point.
£1.
I mean, fair point. Yeah, and then Mercedes won. So yeah, that's a fair shout. Can't think of any other liveries. Any liveries that strikes you as or
Rothman's Williams.
Not really. I mean, I really like the F1 ones. I really like the F1 liveries, lad. I really like the Ferrari liveries. But I don't know enough about the special liveries to be able to call one out.
What about
Rothman's Williams liveries 97.
Yeah,
this? Might not be like a standout one.
that'd be four.
What about? Sorry.
Sorry, I was just thinking of liveries. Sorry.
Oh, and it's not one from a team that I don't think any of you have mentioned, unless it's like a previous team. Alfa Romeo's Italian delivery. Delivery? Delivery in,
the
in
Italian
20
delivery.
in 2021.
Oh, where they had like
Yeah,
the Italian flag on the
Oh.
engine casing or
They
something.
had like a nice red white
Yeah,
mix.
Yeah,
Their red
yeah,
delivery.
they had that was a really really nice delivery actually. Yeah, that's a good shout that one.
Yeah.
Renault's yellow livery. What about that yellow and gold? Oh, Lotus. Lotus.
Biscoff.
No.
I'll
The
tell you
gold
what,
and black
livery
Lotus.
one livery I do remember is the first race I watched. Is it McLaren? Is it McLaren?
Which one?
The one, the 2008 was it?
The
Yeah,
Vodafone
the
McLaren
Vodafone.
Mercedes. Yeah,
that one was nice.
that's like their car to be fair. Oh, no, 2008 was their car to be fair.
I think probably if we're going back, mine would be the Rothmans, Williams.
The McLaren West livery. The black and silver.
Oh, I mean the Marlboro white and red.
Oh, the Marlboro white red. It's
McLaren,
iconic.
yeah.
Yeah, it's 100% iconic. Okay, that's a good. So we decided that Alpine has got the worst livery this season.
Yes.
So so we'll let's go to. Oh fucking, that's not the one I wanted. Where's the? I had it. And for some reason I've lost it. We're not going to do helmets because fucking hell, will be here for fucking ages. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh.
Okay, ignore this. But what about so we've kind of already discussed this, us four, about our top. I don't know. It's basically champion. Let me rename it.
What's Campiero? And then two.
Are we ranked? Are we
2
ranking
degrees, 3 degrees.
Are we ranking where we think they'll go?
Yes,
Yeah.
basically. So because we've kind of done our top 10 already.
Second, third, fourth to sixth,
yeah, I
seventh
get
to
it now.
ninth,
Yeah.
10th.
Right.
It's
Okay.
like, what tracks are going to be at this degrees?
Whoops, that's me closest thing. Give me a minute. Okay. So Bubble, who would you put as
Right.
champion for 2024? Let's start getting to 2024 quick. 'Cause like an hour
So
in.
I've got a bit of an advantage because did you guys do it last week?
No.
No. Okay. Oh, I thought
We
you'd.
kind of-
I thought
we
you'd-
did.
We
We
don't
did.
2
recycle
weeks ago.
content.
Oh,
2
okay.
weeks ago we did it.
We
It's only
did.
Two
second
weeks
stream
ago.
in.
I've got the
Maybe we do
advantage of.
recycle content.
Yeah, what the fuck's going on here, Mike?
Hey guys, have you heard of chips and fish?
Fuck's sake.
Hold on a minute. I just want to point out in Minty's notes. 2024 season team's position is put something he put down. So don't talk to me about recycled content when it's literally the second
I
point
did
on our
'cause
list.
Bubbles here.
I know, that's why I'm saying, because we've already talked about it in the very first podcast that isn't live anywhere. Because
Are you on
hidden.
Bubbles?
Oh, true, actually, yeah. The very first
is-
podcast was a bit of a fail.
Yeah, the first podcast was a bit of a shit show because we didn't record it. So
Okay, well,
This is not
technically-
using content.
we didn't talk about it last week because we were too busy talking about chips and fish.
Yeah.
So this time, we're doing it here. Bubble goes first. Top 10.
No one could
Which
hear us
order?
last time.
Okay.
Can't wait to hear Carly's top 10 when the time that she comes on as a special guest.
Yeah.
Top 10 games.
I really don't want it to be true,
Okay, that's
but I think it's Red Bull.
Oh, you dirty.
Well, okay,
I
let's get the easy ones out the way.
Alright, second and third.
I think second is going to be McLaren.
No, for fuck's sake.
Third, I think that's.
Ass.
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say RB.
Oh.
I think that they've just.
Oh.
I think they've got that 2023 Red Bull.
Yuki going for the championship?
Don't give us
And
dreams.
they're
Oh, man.
and they're going to be third. I think they're going to come out and be the second fastest team, and then slowly drift back through the season. A bit like
Captain chat.
Martin.
Bubble has that visa money.
yeah,
Love
my
that.
Cash App is.
Okay,
And
4.
then four.
How's he put
uh,
RB third?
I mean, you've still got Ferrari and Mercedes there.
I think that they're going to be strong because they've essentially got the 2023 Red Bull.
Have they?
They haven't.
Yeah.
No, they've got similarities. They haven't actually got it, but they've got.
Yeah, they haven't-
they've
they
got
haven't
the
dropped
similar
off at the
side.
factory.
Yeah, they haven't dropped it off at the factory. They've got similar things. So the side pod inlets are the same. I think their push rod and pull rod suspension is the same. I think their engine, like the diffuser and all that, is pretty similar, but it's not exactly the last year's car.
You know what? I've changed my mind. I think they're going to be in 4th.
Oh, here we
Oh,
fucking
here we
go.
go. Fucking
I
hell.
think Ferrari.
Yeah, it'll be fast this year, but it won't be amazing.
I think Ferrari in 3rd. Mercedes 4th.
Hold on, wait, what? Okay, RB's going down here, Bubble.
No. Sorry, I meant Mercedes 5th. After.
Okay, you're definitely not getting re-invited after this one.
Then I think it's really close.
Is it now?
No, I think this is. I think it's gonna be.
I think that. I think that. To be honest, 2nd to about 7th will be really close.
Yeah.
No, I think that. Yeah. I think Williams 6th.
Oh my god.
Aston Martin 7th, because I think that.
I think they've gone really downhill.
I think Alpine and Staker the other way around.
Oh, okay.
I would like it to be a more competitive season this season.
I think it is. I think it's gonna be.
I think it's gonna be. I think that Haas are in the bin. Alpine aren't far away from the pin. They're kind of halfway there. But I think that Aston Martin this year, they don't have like new regs to kind of help them get forwards. They can't copy Red Bull again, and Lance Stroll is just gonna like completely
push his engineer again.
Yeah,
he did well at the end of the season.
I think Lance Stroll is going to drag that team down, like, and get half the points of Alonso.
Wow.
I think he's just gonna. He's end of last year. He was punching his engineer. He crashed in Singapore. I think he's kind of done with F1.
Okay.
I think Alonso's going to do really bad this season and retire.
Wow.
I think you're in a dream world. I think a lot. Yeah, Haas obviously. They're just going to be awful the whole year, I think.
Okay.
I'd really love to see McLaren instead of Red Bull as a champion. I'd love to see Ferrari instead of Red Bull as a champion as well.
Yeah, I think we'd love to see anyone as a champion instead of Red Bull.
The champion of our hearts will be 2nd place.
Yeah, this is the real champion. Over Battle.
Yeah, I'd love for Red Bull just to fold.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious if their concept of their car goes backwards, but it doesn't look like it really is, to be fair.
Yeah, I think Red Bull is going to be RB, very confusing. Is going to be the surprise and be pretty close to the front.
Okay.
Red Bull have proved that you can do no side pods.
With that, well, no, because they have a side pod.
Who's next?
Mitty.
Mine's pretty much the same, apart from swapping Racing Bull with Aston Martin.
Ooh.
So yours would be that?
And Mercedes with Aston Martin. Sorry.
So that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Red Bull, McLaren,
That's
Ferrari,
what I think.
Mercedes.
Yeah.
I
I know the AlphaTauri is probably going to have a quick car, but I just don't think they've got the drivers to be able to do it for a full season.
He's got a point. Danny Ricciardo, bit washed.
Danny Ricciardo's a good driver, but I just...
I'm done tonight. I'm done.
And we just know
that's how you get the big fish, mate.
The problem is you're going to
I don't even care that you got me. That just pissed me off.
The problem is you with AlphaTauri and Williams, they're literally just going to be one driver, and it's whoever the second driver does slightly better then.
Yeah.
Ricciardo's still got it in him, and Yuki is always getting better. So I don't see why they can't push for at least 4th, 3rd,
Okay, so Dave, what would you change on this?
everything.
To change it.
I am gonna go on a limb and say Mercedes champion.
Constructors champion, Mercedes.
Yeah.
This man is why he's my teammate. Pay him the big bucks.
Red Bull 2nd.
Yeah.
Yeah, McLaren 3rd. From what they did at the end of last season.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ferrari 4th.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the new Shitty Cash app in 5th.
The new sheet cash off is
Aston Martin 6th.
Yeah.
Everyone hates on Alpine, but I think Alpine 7th.
Okay.
And
Good
then
shout.
we'll keep it like that.
Yeah. No, that's a fair shout. That's a fair shout. Zora, anything you change on this?
Yes, so I think champions will be Ferrari. I do.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay. That's a big
I reckon they're going to absolutely
It's some-
smash it.
Some
I
big
just do.
shouts there.
I reckon
Second.
Ferrari are going to absolutely smash it. I reckon Red Bull are going to be second. It's going to be a close second.
Wow.
And then I think Mercedes will be third.
Yeah.
Then I think McLaren.
Yeah.
Then Aston Martin.
Yeah.
Cash App.
Yeah.
Alpine. Stake Williams Haas.
Stake Williams.
Stake Williams Haas.
I really hope we get the seasons.
Steak Williams has
Nathan
sounds like a
Zero predicted.
shitty barbecue place.
It really does. Okay.
What'd you
so
say,
that's
Bull?
amazing.
I said I really do hope we get the seasons that Nathan and Azura are predicting.
Yeah,
like,
that'd be
in the
amazing.
To be
Yeah.
fair,
Yeah.
the 7 to 10, like, you know, I'm not as familiar with F1 as you guys, so that's kind of like a rough guess. But I reckon Ferrari are going to absolutely smash it. I reckon Red Bull are going to be close behind them. Mercedes will be a bit of a gap, but a solid third with McLaren, Aston Martin.
So pretty much what we're agreeing on, that Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes, and McLaren are top 4 apart from Bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think
the mid pack's very similar, and Haas is shit.
I look forward to going
So
back to your
we
podcast.
agreed on we agreed on this more than the fucking liveries.
Yeah, basically.
yeah.
I mean, we've all completely agreed that Haas
Haas.
are in the bin.
I mean, it doesn't help when Haas go into a conference and go basically, when we're not looking for anything, we are going to bin, we are going to be shit. It doesn't help them, to be fair. But if so, mine out of this lot.
And we don't have the funniest man in
Well,
F1.
who knows? It could be the ultimate sandbag, and then they come out and woo. So yeah.
Imagine if it's the ultimate sandbag. So this is a difficult one, I think, because I think the first is going to be Red Bull. It looks like they're going to be the best. I think the battle for second, third, and fourth is going to be mad between Ferrari, Mercedes, and McLaren. I think Aston Martin have got a very good driver in Alonso that will get good.
Yeah.
I think, personally, with me, this order is pretty much right, but it depends on the drivers. So Alpine have got a very good driver lineup, but then I feel like Cash App have got a very good driver lineup. So I'm going to put Alpine there, I think, just because I think they've got two very good drivers in Ocon and Gasly.
See, for me, I think Aston Martin, AlphaTauri, and Williams have one very good driver and one not so good driver, and then Alpine and Stake have two very good drivers but two very poor cars.
Yeah.
Wait, who did you say that? What teams have one very good driver and one very bad driver?
Aston Martin, AlphaTauri, and Williams.
An AlphaTauri. So who's the really good driver and who's the really bad driver for AlphaTauri?
Ricardo.
Really good driver, Ricardo.
Really bad is Ricardo.
No, really bad is Yuki.
Yuki's a good driver, but because he's still young, he gets very sort of caught up with himself, so he always ends up making mistakes, crashing the wall.
How unhappy this guy is. It's brilliant. That's brilliant. Oh my god. Okay, so why we got the tier list?
I'll agree to disagree.
We'll agree to disagree. So we're not going to do the whole 20 because we'll be here forever. We'll do top. I think you put top 3, but let's say we'll do top 5 drivers for the championship while we're here for 2024. Bubbles, English, the guys, you're going first.
I don't want it to be true, but it's going to happen. Max Verstappen's P1.
Yeah. Second?
I don't. Lando Norris.
Oh boy.
I thought he was more big on Piastri.
What?
I thought he was more big on Piastri.
No.
Sorry, he said that earlier.
Yeah, he did.
I think Piastri's good. I don't think he's as good as Norris at the moment. Third. It's tricky. I'm gonna go with Sergio Perez because that Red Bull will be quick enough to kind of drag him along.
Yeah.
And then fourth and fifth, I'll go with Hamilton, Piastri.
So your top five, you haven't got a Ferrari driver in your top five.
And you said Ferrari were going to be third, didn't you?
Yeah, but I said that
Your argument
McLaren
makes
would be
no
second.
sense.
Yeah, maybe.
No. Clip this, Gav.
I want a clip of everyone's predictions, and we come back at the end of the year and see how completely wrong we were.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I think it'll be close fifth between probably Charles Leclerc and Piastri, but I just think that McLaren is going to be the second fastest car. Oh yeah.
I don't think Pastry Boy is going to be that good.
I think
Why are you?
if McLaren have the second fastest car, Pastry Boy will be in the top 5.
Fantastic. Okay, right.
He came ninth last season.
Let's go on to someone that has a better opinion. Nathan, your top 5.
So first thing I want to say is Yuki had more points than Ricciardo last season.
Hold on a minute. Ricciardo was out for like 5 races with a broken hand. You fucking tosspot.
Of course, that fucking. What? I don't even know what.
Did you not see Ricciardo in Mexico?
Do you not recently see Ricciardo in Bahrain? Oh no, wait, he wasn't there.
Now that I've hooked everyone,
yes, I did that as well.
Yuki to win.
Wait, is this serious?
Hamilton to win.
So you think Hamilton in his last year Mercedes is going to win a championship?
I think it's going to be one of those memorable before he leaves.
Why do you have to give me hope?
He's going to get his last championship.
Because it's Nath, so there's no point.
Yeah, that's fine.
Your hope is hopeless.
Hope is hopeless.
Cheers, mate.
Jesus Christ, look at that. Fucking hell.
Thanks, mate. Verstappen second.
Yeah. How much should it be in the 2021? Oh, we got a raid!
Excuse me?
Foxy, thank you for the raid! I haven't got alerts, to be fair. So
I'll be the alert.
I think obviously
Welcome in, Raiders.
Sorry,
I said Mercedes was gonna win the constructors.
You did, yes, you did.
So I think it's gonna be. I think Perez is gonna be third, but it's gonna be very close with Russell in fourth.
Fucking hell.
And then
Whoa, people.
yeah, I'll go Norris fifth. I'll go Norris.
Norris 5th, okay, fantastic. Fuck
I'm
me,
not playing Pastry Boy though.
This is. Gav, clip this. We need this as input.
At the end of the year, we're all going to come back and go,
Nathan's.
wow, we're really surprised that Guan Yu Zhou was world champion.
I would really love if it was a Mercedes Red Bull clash for the last season.
It would be good. Yeah, it would be.
We come back mid-December and Haas world champion. Like what the
Nathan
fucking hell
thinks he
happened
is,
there?
Yeah, for anyone joining from the raid, hello, welcome. We're just on the big F1 talk because we have a special guest called Le Bubble. And we're just currently going through our top 5 predictions for the season.
He's Leclerc's half brother.
Oh, Le Bubble, I got
For fuck's sake.
You gotta
Right.
keep up with these things, but we're gonna be here.
you gotta do. No, it's not always. No, because Ferrari were up there last year. Zora, top 5.
Top 5. I hate to say it, but Verstappen.
Yeah.
Then double Ferrari, so Leclerc.
Finally, someone in there.
Then I believe Hamilton will get 4th.
Yeah.
And then Perez.
You're really predicting Perez
Wow.
to be in the bin.
I mean, no, I think that's fair.
I mean, that's a fair shout, to be fair.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be that much in the bin. I think it's
when
going to be tight.
Hamilton joins Ferrari, it's going to be a game changer, and that's when I think he'll get his next championship. I don't think he'll get it.
Oh, big! That's a clip right there. Clip
think-
that. This
No, so, like,
motherfucker.
the Ferrari car's great. Like, it is a great car. Like, it's better than Mercedes, and well, at the moment.
Well, Hamilton's taking pictures of all the Mercedes of his car and send it to Ferrari.
Yeah, this is not what to put on your Ferrari.
I think once he gets into that Ferrari, he's going to be flying.
Yeah, you reckon?
So,
Okay.
And,
Big bold
I
statement
think,
right
I
there.
think him and I think there's going to be a big, like, not so friendly rivalry between him and Leclerc.
Wow, I could see that.
Them two like each other though.
Yeah, I know. They like
Yeah,
each
well,
other
that's what we
now.
said about Rosberg and Hamilton. Look what happened.
They like each other now, but Leclerc knows he's #1 driver for Ferrari.
Leclerc-
When Hamilton,
Leclerc.
whatever,
Leclerc.
It's his eye, Leclerc.
It's his eye,
And,
Leclerc.
yeah, but I think once like Hamilton comes in, like it's #1 driver spots up for.
Yeah.
I think going to cause some big rivalry between the two of them.
Interesting. Well, we're not talking about 2025 yet, but we'll get there soon.
More Leclerc than.
More Leclerc than Hamilton. Okay, fantastic. Minty, your top. I hate you so much.
Charles Leclerc.
Minty, say your top 5 before I lose my mind with this guy.
Verstappen, Charles Leclerc.
Charles Leclerc.
Hamilton,
Yeah.
Perez, Lando.
Oh, what's the top 5?
Was that not the top 5 from last season? Well,
I think it was.
Yeah,
apart from
pretty much.
Almost, yeah.
I think Leclerc and Perez were swapped around, right?
Yeah, because Perez got second in the championship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my top 5 is going to be really. Thank you, Colin. So I'm going to put Max first because he's a cunt. I'm going to put Perez second because he'll be in an even bigger of a cunt car. I think. Oh, it's so difficult to say.
I think Yuki's got to be 5th.
Yeah, that's science.
I think that's potentially the top 5. If Mercedes haven't got it right.
Mercedes.
But I think it's no, maybe.
Where
I
do
think-
you predict
I
Mercedes
think
to
the-
be in your
I think
tier
the
list,
one-
Mike?
Like 3rd.
I think the one that's going to be interesting is all the sort of second drivers of all, well, apart from Hamilton, have, because it's their last season, are they just going to be like, fuck it and just go for it?
See, I think you can't. I think you
Spin it
can't.
into
You
turn
can't.
one.
I feel like you can't. You know what? No, I put that.
You know, like,
Yeah, I
Like-
think that looks more realistic.
is Perez like either going to be like unbelievable because it's potentially his last season in F1, or is he going to be a complete and utter flop?
Yeah. It's one of them, isn't it? I think that's my shout.
Sainz going to ignore Ferrari because he's leaving at the end of the season and just be like the ultimate cunt towards them.
Yeah. You
think-
don't know, do you? We don't know. It's on the first.
I think it's amazing that no one has picked Alonso.
Very good driver in a midfield car.
Yeah.
But that was the same as last season.
I just don't think they're
And
going to have it again this
So
year.
last season, the top 5 was Verstappen, Perez, Hamilton, Alonso, Leclerc.
I don't think. Yeah, but I don't.
Aston Martin had a very
good.
good start
yeah.
last season where they're not going to have it this season.
He's got a lot of predictions there. It's fantastic. I don't think Aston Martin are going to have a stronger. Because you got to remember, Mercedes last season had a really slow start, and then he put the side pods in. Then he started to build momentum. Ferrari were always there, and he kind of went up and down, kind of thing. McLaren obviously went from really bad, thank God, and then went really good, thank God for bubble.
You guys haven't invested in enough McLaren hopium for this season.
But obviously, we're in pre-season testing. Obviously, we've only had 2 days of it. We don't know exactly where the cars are. We all just assume because Red Bull are going fucking 3 seconds faster than everyone. They're like, well, this is it. It's over. See you in 2025. We don't know. We won't know. Or 2026, yeah. We won't know, I don't think, until Bahrain. Until next, Bahrain qualifying.
Yeah,
that's when we'll find out, I think. And I think it'll be the case of, I think Max will be there ahead, about 3 or 4 tenths ahead in first. And I think then...
You're being realistic, 3 or 4 tenths ahead.
I generally do, because I think Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren, and Perez will be about 5 tenths between all them 6 or 7 drivers. I don't know any.
Q Perez being out in Q1.
Oh mate, it'd be hilarious, wouldn't it?
Can I ask an unrelated question? Why does the F1 always end in Abu Dhabi?
Because they pay the most money for it.
So it didn't actually used to end in Abu Dhabi. It used to end in Brazil. Brazil actually used to be the finale, but then Abu Dhabi came in. And then it was the second to last race, and then they paid the contract basically to become the last race. And to be fair,
same reason Bahrain's race number 1.
Not anymore.
I suppose as well actually, because it ends
next
in
season.
December,
Australia's back.
Last race is in December, and you got to think where Abu Dhabi is. Imagine that being like mid-July, 50 degrees heat.
Yeah,
that's true as well.
Yeah.
All right.
So, okay.
Can we go on to the topic on? Can we go on to the topic of who do we think isn't going to be in a car next season?
Perez, Sainz, V. I think Stroll's gone.
Nice.
I generally think Stroll's gone. I
can see it.
Who do you want to be gone?
Stroll.
To allow younger drivers to come in.
Stroll.
Actually,
you know what? Can I? This is good. Gav's gonna get pissed for this one. Stroll and Alonso.
Yeah.
Alonso's still got time.
I want to say Bottas.
That's a shot. That's happening. I think that's happening 2026.
I think if not 20, if he has a seat in 2025, he won't have a seat in 2026.
Yeah.
Bottas.
It's amazing to think there's not going to be a rookie on the grid this season.
I think if Aston Martin haven't got a car to win a race, Alonso's gone.
I think Mercedes.
And I really think Haas, like this year, okay,
Maybe.
fuck them off. Next year, if they're gonna do the restart, knock the old drivers off. Just get some rookies.
I think they'll keep one of them.
The issue you're always going to have is with like Haas as well is Hulkenberg and Magnussen bring in a lot of money for them.
Yeah, but they also bring in a lot of experience, which is what Haas kind of need for that car at the moment.
They'll keep one of them.
Yeah, at the moment, but if they want to do that restart and be like, right,
I think if it was
bringing a rookie, let's develop the car with the rookie.
Yeah, I think
with Haas, I think
Haas are out. No, I think both might go. You know, in Haas because I think they'll reach a point because they'll know Gene Haas isn't giving the team money to fund the team to progress them, and they'll get to the point where it'll be like, well, what's the fucking point? And they'll go. And that's when I think you'll see the likes of like somebody like another experienced driver go to Haas.
Probably a Ferrari Junior in Haas as well.
Yeah, that's a shout.
I
think Sargent as well.
I think Sargent would be gone.
I think it depends how well he does this season.
Yeah.
If he continues like he was last season,
he'll be gone.
I don't know because near the end of the season he did start to do pretty well. He did it better than what he was doing. To be fair to him,
he got 1 point last season.
I think he needs.
Who didn't get a point last season?
Nick De Vries.
There we go.
Yeah, but there you go. He got outpointed by Liam Lawson.
Yeah, but Lawson is a really good driver.
Logan Sargent also finished 21st in a 20 grid.
He needs to be like a couple places behind Alex Albon every single race. Not like
0 points last season.
In 20 years.
He
got one.
He got 1
point.
Yeah, but didn't Logan Sargent lose the F2 championship?
So he only had 1 point more than me.
No, he lost it to Piastri actually.
Yeah.
So Sargent is a good driver because he lost to Piastri.
Yeah, but mate, you can say fucking Stroll won.
No. But let me finish. But Sargent could have won F2 if he didn't get taken out. He got taken out in the last race, and he could have won it.
I remember.
Nikita Mazepin won F2.
F2 and F1 is a lot different.
No, I agree. I totally agree. Well, yeah, I agree and disagree with that one. To be fair,
I think he's just like a mid F1 driver in a shit car.
F2 doesn't have DRS.
Yes, it does.
ERS, sorry, ERS.
ERS, yeah. I think this is Perez's last season in F1.
I think it is. And he's not going to Mercedes for fuck's sake.
This is where like people are, oh, Carlos is leaving, and he may end up in Audi in 2026. But could he go to Red Bull after the season and replace Perez?
I think they want to bring Danny Rick back. Well, they've essentially promised Liam Lawson a seat at Alpha Cash App Tory
Next season.
next season.
Does Danny go?
So I think he goes to Red Bull.
I think he goes to Red Bull.
I think
I think out of
he
anybody
goes.
he goes to. I don't think he should. I felt like he
he was there or thereabouts with Max Verstappen when he was at Red Bull, and that's what if the 2026 regs mean that Red Bull are no longer dominant, they need someone who's like right there with Max.
Yeah.
Sainz is a former Toro Rosso driver. Former Red Bull reserve youth driver as well.
Yeah, but but I just think I don't know.
I think there's a lot of drivers that could fit into that.
I know
Red
what
Bull
could fit
that
into
would
that.
do
It's like who's going to fit into the Mercedes seat.
I'll go.
I think Alonso.
You
See,
really think Alonso's not going to?
I go Albon.
I think
want
I don't know. I think Albon or Ocon is the shout
Gasly.
because you got to remember
But then
Ocon's Mercedes linked as well.
But then did they go youth driver? Or do they go Mick
I would-
Schumacher?
I would love to see Albon just because of the fact that he pushed that shit Williams last season to like its limit. Like he got the most out of that Williams.
Yeah, but he also got his chance with Red Bull and didn't do so well.
Oh,
Probably controversially got dropped, but
I think that the Red Bull wasn't Alex's bad doing.
I just sometimes you look at these these drivers and they go to big teams and it just doesn't work out for them. But with these smaller teams, they just seem to be like.
Well, who was he competing with when he was at Red Bull?
Max.
Verstappen.
Well, there you go. Like
Side by side with Hamilton, crashed into him, got crashed into.
Red Bull, I don't really think you can follow any second driver because it's always going to be Max Verstappen. They are very much a very we only like our first driver sort of team.
In Red Bull with Max Verstappen, the only person who's really challenged Max is Danny Rick.
It's Danny Rick.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
And Red Bull know that they I think Perez is out.
I think
Danny Rick's
I think there's so much sort of going to be so many driver changes at the end of the season. Not the ones that's already been determined, obviously with Hamilton going to Ferrari, but there's just so much. I agree. I think Perez has gone at the end of the season. Unless he wins a world championship, unless he wins the world championship, I think he's gone. Yeah. But then again, I think if he wins the world championship, I think he'd do a Rosberg and just like, right, that's it, I'm done.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't think Alonso's got much left in him.
Maybe this is controversial, but I think if Perez has a stinker first 6-7 races, he'll get dropped halfway through the season.
Do you reckon?
If he has he was in the middle of 2023, where he was 5th and 6th while Max was like running away 30 seconds in the lead, I think
that will depend if the other teams are closer than we think.
They've dropped Red Bull drivers for less before.
That's true, but I only think it only happen if the other teams are closer.
Yeah.
If the other teams aren't closer, they won't drop him.
Yeah, if constructors is very, very tight, then
I think that if he's 5th and 6th while Max is romping away, then they're going to be worried about the constructors.
Could also be depending on like if he's finishing races, because Kvyat was doing pretty well, but the fact he was costing them money is why they dropped him.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, crashing into people.
He was costing Red Bull money, so they dropped him for Verstappen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Nate said, that second Red Bull seat is just a poison chalice.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it? That's the thing, isn't it?
It's really difficult.
Which is why I never always wondered, like, they always get like an experienced driver, and it's like, just put a young driver in and get them to learn.
They tried that with Kvyat and Albon.
Yeah.
It didn't really work.
Yeah, but it's trying to persuade a experienced driver to come into the second spot to be second.
See,
experienced drivers want to be first. So, like, you're not going to be like, fuck it, I'll be second. Like, a decent, experienced driver will want to be the first.
Which is the one where we say about Danny Rick going back to him. Is Danny Rick going to want to go back to being a second driver again?
No.
I mean, that's why he left Red Bull, because he didn't want to be second.
Is Danny Rick going to want to have a chance at winning races again? Yes.
I don't think there's anywhere else that Danny Rick could go.
No, not to win races.
Yeah.
So every F1 driver wants to win a race. That's the whole point of being in F1.
Exactly.
See, that's why I say we're like Carlos Sainz potentially going to Red Bull. Carlos Sainz is the type of person that would be happy to be second driver. He is being at Ferrari.
Yeah.
They need to find someone.
That's true.
Well, Mercedes need to find someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else would go in that Mercedes seat?
Ocon.
I mean, we've said Alonso, Ocon,
Perez.
Mick,
Antonelli.
Yeah. He's the young lad that's been like really heavily rumored into.
People are touting him like the next Hamilton, the next Verstappen.
Pastry boy.
And Toto Wolff kind of missed out on signing Verstappen, so I don't think they want to do that again.
Yeah.
I mean, Norris and Russell, they did that video together at Silverstone. Best buddies. Ooh, rumors maybe.
Not Norris. I don't see Norris going. Norris is number one driver. Why would he go to being potentially
number one at Mercedes?
If the McLaren still like P2, P3 this season, then I don't think he has much reason to go to Mercedes.
The Noda to Mercedes.
I'll just shot to be fair.
And then wins championship.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I don't think Tsunoda would go because the Honda, with his Honda background, they'd want him to stay in the Red Bull sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yuki to Red Bull then.
That's the dream. But you could
Stranger things have happened.
Do that on your
Anyway.
F1 manager save?
We may well end up with an F1 manager save by the time we get to the end of the season.
That'll be hilarious.
We could be talking this time next season, and Andretti could be actually in the team. They could have like had a proper U-turn. It could be like, right, they're starting next season.
You do tell some funny jokes, man.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. I think everything that we're going to talk about today, is it? Is it? What are we on?
Yeah, pretty much.
1 hour 47. We got top. Should we go for the 2 hour mark? Any games you play? We'll skip the F1 talk. I know there's the AlphaTauri.
Random topics we can discuss.
Yeah.
I do want to know.
How about we get really controversial?
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Ruby Frank.
I've seen in the notes that Mint sent to me. The top note is surprise package, and I'm very confused about what you mean by surprise.
Well, that's not that type of stream. Whoa.
That's extra content they got to sub for.
Who's gonna be the potential surprise package?
Oh, okay.
I thought he was getting a present. Oh.
I wouldn't have turned up if I would have just dropped out straight away if I knew. That's what.
Yeah, sorry, mate. We don't do gifts.
I feel like we kind of gone over that.
Yeah.
Can I just say, this is well off topic, but I love that Bubbles' facial hair looks like a piece of toast.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Fuck's sake. We're meant to keep guests on our side so they come back.
Do you know what I don't like about my facial
thanks
hair? Is when I smile.
See you later.
When I smile, my mustache goes perfectly flat.
When I smile, my mustache goes.
Is that why you never smile, mate?
No, it's just like I only noticed it during this because I could see myself, and then I smiled, and I was like, my mustache goes perfectly flat.
So we're wearing a black t-shirt. No one knows where my beard ends.
It's like Jim from Friday night.
Here's an off-topic, completely off-topic, because it was in the notes for the first podcast, but we didn't do it because we ran over time because we're messing up. But it's, would you join the army if you were called up? I found that really interesting topic.
No.
No, would you not? I would. Like, I mean, like, if it was like...
Oh, no, you're saying you would.
Not like for banter. Not like, let's just go. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I mean, if it was like World War III.
Sign up, boys.
Like,
what are you doing?
Proper.
Fucking banter, mate.
So every time Nate never turned up for a pro club's night, I always signed him up to be in reserve.
Yeah. Oh god!
I'm just like,
just see
like,
behind
take
him
me.
now in the camera, just a Colonel. It's time to go.
So, funny you say that, because when I was younger and a lot fitter, I was thinking about joining the
A
army.
lot fitter. I love how you had to add that in.
Because
when I wasn't creaming myself,
because back then I didn't know.
The armor, mate. You get creamed.
Jesus Christ. It's not prison, mate. So yeah, back then I didn't know what I wanted to do in life
anymore. Sorry.
and yeah, I wasn't looking for jobs and everything like that. Mum was like, you need to do something, why don't you join the army? And I really like thought about it for a very long time.
I've seen you playing Warzone.
that's why he wears the fucking bandana. He fucking thinks he's Rambo.
And to this day, I still think, would I go? Probably. If they were like, we need people to go
That's why he's playing
to
Helldivers.
fights, I would probably say yes. I will go to fights.
I would not. 100%.
Mike can't. If Mike does, he can't join the parachute regiment.
Yeah.
Oh, because he breaks his leg in every fucking game he plays. Oh,
Yeah, that's it. I wanted to when I was a kid. Like it was just kind of one of them things. Like I like the idea of it, and then I was going
like bad
to.
choices in
Then
life.
like literally about 4 of my cousins have been in the army.
Shut the fuck up.
Two of my uncle was in the army. Another of my uncle was in the navy. And then I remember speaking to them about it, and every single one of them told me not to do it. So
Yeah,
like,
my dad was like that.
Because like right, because they said like it's all right money, like but you're going to like there's no purpose because they were fighting in like Afghanistan and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was like it's such a pointless war. Like if you've got other options, go for the other options. I was like, I do have other options. And then I had Charlie when I was like 22, and I was like, well, I can't go in the army now.
Yeah.
Bye, son.
So you want to go to War Bubble?
No way. No way. Sounds horrendous.
No.
Yeah.
Let's have Bubble.
Yeah, I think
Bubble, did you vote for Brexit?
If Bubble did join the army, he's like drone operator. Like he's not.
I know.
Tank driver.
Yeah.
There's more
Sick.
in the army than just being infantry.
You didn't sell me on that bit. If I get
Get a
to
drone.
launch a UAV and
Yeah.
I mean, Bubble's wearing a NASA jumper. He could be like an RAF engineer.
Wait, what?
if you know how to fix a skateboard, you can fix an attack helicopter.
You can fix a bike. You can fix a tank.
I think if it was something I'd learn, I'd love to be like Sniper Regiment.
Yeah. I think that's what because I remember I spoke to my uncle about that thing. And I was like, yeah, I'd just love to go and just be a sniper. He's like, you don't get to choose. You do know that. You can't just go in and be like, I want to be a sniper. You literally,
it's not like Call of
Oh, no,
Duty.
I was just saying, you can't be a sniper as well.
You
You
do your basic training. If they don't see you as a sniper, you don't get to be a sniper.
That's all right. We don't see you as a sniper anyway.
I mean, I'd be fucked anyway. Having to wear wearing glasses, I'd be fucked as a sniper anyway. Just have everything else, some fucking reflecting off me.
Well, I'd be absolutely screwed anyway because I'm right-handed, but I've got like a slightly lazy eye, so I look like my main. I do, but my main focus is out of my left eye.
Fucking,
that explains so much.
I used to play airsoft all the time, and when I hold a gun to my shoulder, I look across the gun and not down it. So I love that.
What, 300 degrees?
Yeah, so I like to aim. I had to shoot, see where the bullets were going, and then I just adjust.
Fucking offset.
You can't do that in the army. It's just like...
maybe not as a sniper, mate.
Don't get him involved in fucking hostage negotiations. And he's sniper.
No, well, that's why I had to do it. I had to get a gun with a scope on it because I can look down a scope. I just can't look down iron sights because it's too wide.
Don't let Zora drop any bombs. Zora, that was to the left of where our target is.
Timmy, no!
I was gonna say, could you imagine a Zora with his fucking lazy eye being a bombing command and having American guidance systems? Would be fucked.
Oh god!
Timmy, no, not again.
That was the middle of Europe, not Russia.
Oh god.
got fucking
Paris
Google
is
Maps out.
devastated. Oh my god.
Or Paris Hilton.
He's on GeoGuessr trying to find the location.
Oh, he's not trying to find Mexico anyway. It's fine.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, Jesus Christ. Oh.
Anyway, we went over.
We haven't gone over.
No, we didn't.
No, we've got no way over.
Sorry,
Any
lazy
games,
eye.
any games you're playing at the moment, Bubble?
Oh,
Apart
hold
from
on.
iRacing and F1.
Mate, you run out of time very quickly, don't you? I haven't played it yet. But I really do want to get into Helldivers too.
You need to play it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
good fun.
If you can get in.
Well, no, because they fixed that because they've got the recent update that kicks AFK players after
Can-
15 minutes.
Hey.
Can we just mention
What?
the absolute flop of Skull and Bones?
Oh,
Yeah,
for
I know.
fuck's sake. I was really hoping he wasn't going to get this in the
I
podcast.
deleted it today. I deleted it.
can we-
I was like, yeah.
Well,
nah.
okay, shall we, right, okay, this could go over 2 hours then. Right, okay, yes, Skull and Bones flopped. It did.
Absolute
No one
flop.
cares. Did I go and install Black Flag? Potentially, yes.
The game has been out for 9 days, maybe 10. It's supposed to be at its peak. Sea of Thieves have already overtaken them.
Yeah, 100%.
Again.
And Sea of Thieves is going to PlayStation soon as well, so that's going to be
Yeah.
What's that? Skull and Bones. It's Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but made shit. No, it's a completely flop.
It's,
Like it's so, like there's certain parts of that game you can enjoy, but like I said when playing it the other day, it's missing a lot, and it does get
so
boring.
empty.
It's a very big. I know.
and then like especially the
Suicide Squad 2 is a good
like,
example.
I don't like the ship combat on it. Like I know everyone goes, oh yeah, it's really actiony, but I just don't like it. It's not. I wanted like a proper ship combat, like you're firing in barrages.
So what
Not
happens
in-
when Ubisoft gets a game?
Yeah,
It's
It's not even Ubisoft. It's just all these big. Suicide Squad's a great example. You could get Power World and fucking Helldivers for fucking the same price as Suicide Squad or fucking Skull and Bones and have a better time.
I don't think.
And they're not
Suicide
finished. They're not finished games. Suicide Squad's flopped, dude.
Yeah, it
Squad- I
didn't
don't think it has.
It's flopped.
It has
It's
it has really
flopped.
good reviews.
Yeah, from
I know,
people
but I
that
mean-
fucking suck
yeah.
each other's dicks.
Yeah, that's it. Cha-ching. Like,
IGN will say it's a fucking 10 out of 10, and then they'll give fucking
I don't
GTA
even
5 a
trust
2.
IGN reviews anymore. Like I just don't even like bother. If it's IGN, I'm like, yeah, this is rigged. Like I just don't. Personally.
The story for Suicide, what I've seen, I've not played it, but what I've seen, the story looked bland for Suicide Squad. It's another live service game, but it doesn't after the end game content is just as boring. I know Skull and Bones has got a season pass coming out soon. I know it's free, and that's okay, but it's still got
It
better
fucking better be,
content.
mate. No one's buying it.
No. When you promise the game's going to be a fucking quadruple A game, which I think when you think of quadruple A, you're going to think GTA. It's nowhere fucking near. You know
Wait,
what I mean?
Suicide Squad didn't say quadruple A.
No,
No,
Skull and Bones.
Skull and
Skull and
Bones.
Bones.
Skull and Bones did,
Skull
yeah.
and Bones did, which is the most fucking blandest thing you can fucking ever promise,
Yeah.
especially for a game that's been 11 years in the fucking making. When Assassin's Creed Black Flag,
You
Well,
are
I
right.
watched-
You
I
are
wa-
right with Suicide Squad. So Suicide Squad came out February 2nd. It had 12,500 players. About 20 days later, they now have 800.
isn't it?
wow.
It's Arkham's Batman as well, Gav. That's the thing. They ruined
so-
Arkham's Batman.
It's
didn't they?
Rocksteady, yeah, it's Rocksteady.
I,
What do you mean, they ruined that?
IGN gave it a 5 out of 10 rating.
Which?
IGN, the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, no, it's fucking poor. And I do agree with that, Gav. They fucking ruined Batman because Arkham Batman is one of the best Batmans in the fucking game world. Arkham
IGN
Knight,
also
Arkham
gave EA Sports 7 out
Asylum.
of 10, so that shows
I haven't played
the
Arkham
level
Knight.
of how.
Yeah.
So Suicide Squad's actually technically a
Arkham
2
Asylum
out
and
of 10.
Arkham City are one of two
See,
of the best
I
Rockstar games
remember
that came out.
ages ago, like one of the IGN reviewers reviewed a game and give it a terrible score.
I don't
And
remember.
IGN
Actually,
took down the review and fired him because they just signed a contract to have advertising all over their webpage for that game. And the guy lost his job. And like ever since that I can't remember what game it was, but ever since that happened, I was like, yeah, well, I'm not trusting your review.
I was going to say, if
anymore.
IGN gave it a certain rating, take 3 off it, that's probably a real rating for it.
Yeah, so
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 they,
if
they gave a game. Tell you what, they gave a really good game a fucking bad rating. So Alien Isolation,
Yeah, I remember
Great
that.
game.
Yeah.
great game. I would definitely say that was probably like an 8 out of 10. It's not amazing, but for what it was a fucking great game. They gave it a 5.9.
I think one of their reasons as well was that it was too hard.
Yeah, because of the fucking mechanics of it. It's like fuck off.
It's a bit like saying it's too scary. Like that's the whole point.
I mean, it is too scary. Let's just get that out. I can't play it. Like, I tried to watch a YouTube video of it, and I was like, no.
I had it on a VR headset at a convention somewhere, and that VR headset was off my head within about 30 seconds. I went, no chance.
No. I couldn't do horror VR, mate. I'd freak out. I mean, I can barely do VR. The thing is, I love horror movies. I could sit here, pitch black, headphones on, watch a horror movie on my own, absolutely fine, and love it. But as soon as I'm in control, I'm not going through that door. No, why would I? There's obviously a killer on the other side. I'll stay here, fine. But yeah, I just can't do it. I can't cope. Everyone keeps telling me to play that. Was it that Mortician's Assistant? Is it? And I'm
Mortuary Assistant, yeah.
Yeah, I just even the thought of it just terrifies me. I'm just like, oh my god. But yeah. But bringing it back to Skull and Bones though, I did see like an interesting article about it, which explains why it's so shit. Because apparently, Ubisoft had like a deal with, is it Singapore? Where the studio is. Apparently they got grants from the government to release a game, but they had to release it within a certain time.
Yeah, that's why.
Even though they knew it weren't ready, unless they wanted to pay all this money back, they had to release it there and then. And I think that's why they came out going, it's quadruple A, because they just wanted to push sales, knowing the game was going to be shit. Because the game is shit. And like the thing is, it looks beautiful. Like the game looks gorgeous, but it's just.
Oh, it's a beautiful game. Yeah,
the mechanics are just terrible.
It's just poor.
Like, it's just
It's just a poor amount of Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
He says a lot with Skull and Bones when IGN gave it a 7 out of 10 rating, Eurogamer 2 out of 5.
Yeah. It's like the saying. Well,
I think
it's the right saying. Is it like as wide as an ocean but as deep as a puddle?
Yeah.
That's exactly a great saying. That's a brilliant saying. It's true. It is true. Yeah. And it's a common, misconception. All these big game companies now are just throwing out games, and they're not even anywhere near ready.
I mean, think of all the big games: Helldivers, Lethal Company. All of this stuff is coming out of teams that are like
it's all indie
tiny.
teams.
Yeah, all indie teams.
Galaxy. No wait, that's for a shit game.
I think that helps. The fact that the indie teams are making the game so it to be a good game, where the bigger companies are making a game to appease the shareholders.
And not only that, like Helldiver 2 CEO even said that they wanted to not have shareholders so that they could focus more on player experience.
Yeah. Because the shareholders will go, it has to be this, because this is what those, and they have to do it.
Well, they've already said, haven't they? Because they come up, because obviously people are like, well, are they going to add PvP? And they've said, no, we're not going to add PvP. We want it to be PvE. Which to be fair play, because that's you stick it to your guns there, hopefully, because the PvE aspect is fun. I mean, you can kill your teammates anyway, so that's fine. As we found out,
I'm glad it's going to stay PvE.
Yeah, same.
We haven't had a game like that in a while.
But also, obviously they've got all this money because they've made so many sales from the hype. But they've even said we're not going to overhire, so they're not going to get more people in just to cover all the things that they, because they know at some point it will go to the point where they'll have to let people go probably, which is obviously something that is happening a lot in the game industry at this moment. So hopefully they're doing a
bubble smirking and not getting involved in that conversation.
We won't mention any names.
I'm more than aware.
He's still in the job.
Yeah, you see it with like Valheim and stuff like that. Games got so many millions of players, and it's made by such a small team of people.
Yeah.
Well,
it's fucking. I remember when it's a terrible example, but Five Nights at Freddy's made by one guy, and then it smashed it was going mad viral as fucking everywhere. That game, love it.
I just wish that AAA developers just take notice of indie developers.
Yeah, they 100%.
Yeah. It's such a problem because when you want to make a massive game, you've got to go to people and ask for money, right?
Yeah.
And then the people you ask for money get a say in your game.
Yeah.
And it happens all the time, right? Where some big executive thinks that they know what makes games great. They go people love Battlefield. Let's just make a first-person shooter, and then nobody plays it.
Yeah.
People love gambling. Let's put gambling thing in it.
Well, this thing as well, like
and also
game,
like shitty monetization.
Game cycles as well. You got to think like I think the game cycles that are like 1 year are like shit. Call of Duty, you're the biggest example to this, and FIFA probably as well.
And
like, essentially, yeah.
It's because they know people will buy it.
Well, these games are, well, to be fair, we say these games are 1 year cycle because obviously they're 1 year release, but they're made by different studios and it's like a 2 year, 3 year cycle. But like, you know what I mean? Like they come out yearly kind of thing, and they're
Yeah, but even original IPs now aren't even that good anymore. I mean, Skull and Bones, great example. Suicide, that's not really a. It's kind of a spin-off to Batman.
It's a spin-off. It's a spin-off to the Arkham series, isn't it? But it's like the fucking trying to do live action because they're trying to get the money there, aren't they?
Name the last recent good.
What good? Like, what?
Original IP, maybe.
Bully.
Cyberpunk.
Sorry.
Oh, Cyberpunk's a shout.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, but how long ago was that?
Cyberpunk
still going. Like,
Cyberpunk
I know it's still
a while
going
to get good though.
I know it's still going, but what was that? 5 years ago?
Yeah.
4 years ago?
Was it 4 years ago?
Yeah. It's been a while.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's been a while.
No, hold on a minute. Wait, I was in a relationship. It was about 3 years ago.
That's your time tracker.
That's my time tracker. I know because I bought it for them.
It was 2020. It was 2020, about 3.5 years ago.
Yeah.
So, but in that sort of time, you'd expect more original games, like AAA standard. But no, a lot of it is just remasters or the same fucking series, just a little bit rehashed. Okay, yeah, fair enough, Baldur's Gate, but
I'd say that's the only massive one since.
Yeah, well, that's like a 10-year cycle. To be fair, it's like GTA. You know, we're getting GTA like what 20 years.
I'm worried about GTA.
I'm not.
Because like I don't like the online. Like I'll play it when I'm playing with you guys.
You're never joining GTG now.
No, GTG night. I really enjoy it, but like the whole just online in general. Like I'm just not.
No, I agree. To be fair, the online, the online public lobbies got toxic. So obviously the cheaters and stuff.
Just not a fan of it in general. I like the single player. The single player, I really enjoy the stories and stuff and how big the world is and great.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that we can go online and have races and do GCG nights. Really enjoy that.
Yeah, that was the one thing I missed.
With the success of GTA Online, I'm worried for GTA 6.
Yeah, because I agree with that because you kind of want. Everyone was dying for more solo player content. It was the same with Red Dead, like Red Dead 2. Incredible game, but there was never any single player content for it. It was always Red Dead Online.
No, the story that you did get was really, really good though.
Yeah, I know, it was great. But...
I think this with GTA, like even if you buy the game just for solo, you're still gonna get hundreds of hours out of it.
Yeah, that's true. But what I'm hoping, because like GTA 5 single player was great, and I get that. But then it went GTA Online for so long, like a ridiculous long time. And I'm worried that the next game is going to have such a heavy focus on the online part that the single player is going to suffer. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, that's
I'd want to buy it, but I'd want to buy it for the single player, not for the online, because I'd only ever play the online when you guys are doing a GTG night. I wouldn't buy it for that.
Well, what about if we did online just for online?
I think
that would join them.
GTA 6.
What do you mean, just for online?
Well, there's more than just GTG night.
Yeah, I know, but I don't enjoy that part, like where you're just bopping about online.
Well, when we're doing heists.
Well, I've never done them, so I couldn't really say, I suppose.
But... Oh, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. So
I think that Rockstar got humbled a bit when Red Dead 2 Online didn't work. I think
they got humbled.
I think they thought, right.
Well, they shut down the servers, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they were going to be like, great, we're just going to have another GTA Online, but in Western times. And it just didn't work.
No, because everything you could do in the fucking Red Dead story, they didn't really have heists in Red Dead Online. Like, you had like bounty missions and stuff, which was great fun, to be fair, but there was never really like any heist like you did in GTA as well. And that was the one thing that the solo fucking story was a lot about like doing heists and big jobs, and there was never really that for RDead Audio Online. Like, probably the only way to probably make good fun of Red Dead Online was probably doing the fucking roleplay and stuff. I know that is actually quite popular with Red Dead Redemption, to be fair.
See, I think the one thing with GTA is at least there's a big amount of gap in between the games that they've actually had time to work on them and probably see everything. Whereas, like with like all other games, they just churn out the exact same, copy and paste.
Yeah.
At least with GTA, everyone's like, oh, we should add another one now. It's like you would realistically think they've had that much time in between creating. Obviously, they've had their other projects, but by the time you hopefully come out, you should probably have one of probably the best games ever when it comes out. But the GTA 5 it is still like it now. I mean, I don't know what it's like with PC, but PlayStation, I know like PlayStation 5, they're just adding so many different stuff, and it's like, if you had this at the start, it'd be such a better game. It's like, why is it taking them so long to add this now into the game?
Yeah.
Little things like the heist, it's like different races. It's like, well, why couldn't you add them 5 years ago?
I saw that for, I think it was Need for Speed, the recent Need for Speed, their timeline of like content they were going to release, and they were like releasing like cops and robbers. Like, hold on a minute, why have you knocked out that like fucking release? Like, that was standard and like Most Wanted, like, and you're just adding it as a fucking game mode now.
Oh, Pursuit was, they had that. It was
Gav.
what you thinking?
Yeah, Bubble, game developer. Why can't they add that stuff in? He's not a game developer.
But well, we know why they wanted they add him in at certain times.
He's a
to
fraud.
keep people interested and to keep people coming back to the game.
Yeah, because you'll obviously see a lot of the time when you do release content that they peak again.
I don't blame a developer for doing that. At the end of the day, you want your game to
It's
still be
strategy,
relevant.
isn't it?
You,
You
get a
up.
sense. Sorry, man.
No, you go first, mate. You go first.
You get a sense as well, like when you release a game, like with GTA, you could add like an extra 3 years onto GTA's development and have all of the races and everything in there beforehand. But you might release it and people hate GTA Online, and you've just wasted 3 years of time putting it all in there.
That's true.
Whereas if you release kind of a basic mode first, and everyone goes, "Oh, I kind of like this," then you can add more and know that people are actually going to.
That's what to do with Skull and Bones.
I think
no one likes that bit.
I think it'd be more of an issue if GTA added it all as paid DLC, but they do a lot of free stuff.
Yeah.
They add a lot of free
Shark
content.
cards have paid for GTA Online.
Yeah. That's the reason they do it for free. They get so much money from shark cards.
It's literally the only thing that you can buy in GTA Online. You just buy some money.
That's true.
And it works, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah, it does work.
I think if they started charging for DLC as well as the shark cards, then people would be a bit salty. But since it's all free, it's basically just a free-to-play game.
Yeah.
Like essentially.
I think the frustration for me when it comes to games is I remember the games that originally when they came out, and it was like you just got all the game, but then it's like, right, okay, well now we'll give you could buy DLC. It's like £12 or something. You get a couple of extra things, and it's like you felt like you got the full thing sort of, or like at least 3/4 of the game straight away, not feeling like I got like 20% of a game straight away.
Yeah, but was that better though? That's a bit like saying it was better with like the old Call of Duties when you had Call of Duty and then like 5 other DLCs that gave you different maps, different guns, etc. Like you could say the same as why we're paying for those instead of just having them for free.
I'd rather have like, especially with the Call of Duties, I'd rather have like what the old Call of Duties with like with like Call of Duty 4 and Warzone, and you got enough. So there was like, I don't know, I can't remember how many World at War maps there were, but you'd already got like a load of maps that you didn't have to buy the DLC to still be able to play quite a lot of the game, and you got the DLC, and it's like, if you want, you can spend £12 and you get like a couple of extra maps. Like, I feel like a lot of games now is you have to buy the DLC to get more of the game, rather than like originally it was like you get a lot of the game, and it's like, oh, here's a tiny bit more.
Yeah.
And you don't have to you don't have to buy the DLC to be.
What sort of games are we referring to that like you have to buy the DLC in order to get a full game?
Well, I mean, not classed as DLCs, but I find like with GTA, unless you grind that, you have to buy the shark cards to get anything in that game. Because it's clever how they do it, but unless you absolutely grind that game, you can't get everything.
Yeah, but I think that's just how the game works. Like that doesn't really. I mean, you kind of have to grind in Call of Duty like to get your different guns and stuff.
No, but that's
Even
for me.
back in the day.
That's not a problem. But then you only get like certain maps, and it's like again, you feel like you have to buy the DLC to actually play more, like a lot of the game.
I don't know because I feel like now with Call of Duty, whenever they release extra like the season pass and stuff, they always give the maps for free. I'm pretty sure, but it's always like extra guns and shit like and stupid skins and shit like that they do.
I prefer the new system of like everyone gets the content, but if you want extra skins or etc., pay money or battle pass. I don't mind the battle pass.
See, when it comes to battle passes, I am completely on board. I mean, you guys know what I'm like for cosmetics. I am the worst.
Cosmetics, I don't have an issue with. Yeah, when it comes to gaming at all, paying extra for it if you want to. Not a problem with cosmetics. It's when it's
stuff
detriment to the game.
Yeah,
like you have to pay for it.
Like I can't remember what Call of Duty it was, but I think it was Black Ops 2, maybe Black Ops 3, and they introduced the loot boxes. It was the one after World War.
Yeah, it was Black Ops 2.
Yeah, Black Ops 2, and they introduced loot boxes, and then there was an M1 Garand gun. But you could only get it from the loot boxes.
That was Black Ops 3, Black Ops 3.
And you could literally only get it from the loot boxes, and I was fucking fuming. And I just stopped playing it then, and I haven't played a Call of Duty since, because as soon as it went down that road, I was like, I am not interested.
Yeah, I think a lot of people hated that.
I was like, whatever. So it's cosmetics, don't care, that's fine. Like, it's cosmetics. I mean, in Helldivers, perfect example. I went straight in. I was like, right, let's buy some armor. Let's season pass.
But I feel like
he's telling us he's got no money to spend, but then buys £12 for a fake character to have better looking armor.
Yeah. See, this is why I feel like in that regards to gaming, we've been through all that shit, and as a community, we've actually battled against these really shitty,
100%
things that developers have tried to do, like with the Battlefront 2. Like the community proper went haywire, and they ended up backtracking it. And then it also got to the point where countries are now like, we should be banning this because it's gambling.
Korea did, didn't they? You heard about Korea? Like everything's Korea. They've banned loot boxes. Not allowed to do loot boxes anymore.
There's multiple
Belgium. Didn't Belgium ban it?
Belgium banned it ages ago, but I think Korea did it recently. You're not allowed to do loot boxes at all in any game. You're not allowed to have any incentives to buy, we've seen that you bought 2 here, 20% off your next box or something like that. They're not allowed to have any incentives for first purchases, any incentives to multiple purchases, no incentives pretty much whatsoever to buy anything in the game. And they've completely banned loot boxes. And I think that's such a great thing as well, especially with loot boxes, because loot boxes are just literally just gambling. It's the most predatory thing. I mean, I can't I'm like. I am subject to using them all the time. You know what I'm like with FIFA. Every single time a FIFA comes out, I spend like 80 quid. I'm terrible, but I hate myself.
You are the reason. You are the full reason for it.
I know. But it's kind of like, I don't practice what I preach, but like it's still terrible, especially for younger audiences, because a lot of these games are like 12 plus, and
FIFA's
3. FIFA's PEGI 3. No, PEGI 3.
PEGI 3. I'm fine. Toddlers really gambling. Like, this is what I mean. I'm 33 next week, so Like, if I'm doing it, I can just do it. It's fine. It's okay.
If I'm doing it, it's okay.
Yeah, but if there's like a 7-year-old just spamming the mum's credit card to get packs, fucking, it's immoral. Like, you know.
I'm glad to see North Korea's taken some action on this.
South
You just said Korea. I assumed it was North
No,
Korea.
I'm happy if the gaming landscape is we will give you free stuff if you buy our battle passes. Like, I'm happy with that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy with that as long as it's not like, you know,
as long as it's
performance enhancing. Like,
Yeah.
if it's cosmetics and stuff, I'll pay it. Like, you know, it's fine. Especially if it's a free game. But because I mean, the way I usually value games is literally if I treat it as entertainment. So if I spend £40 on a game, then I expect to usually get about 40 hours worth of playtime out of it. So like a quid per hour of entertainment is usually kind of how I run. So.
In fact, Helldivers is probably an amazing example of the battle pass system because the credits that you get in order to buy the battle pass and the in-game purchases, you can actually grind that currency in game if you really want to.
Yeah, that's same as Fortnite.
So the super credits that you can get.
Same with to be fair, Call of Duty do it too as well. I think
and you can find super credits in game as well.
To be fair,
you can find super credits in the map.
There were a certain amount of games. F1 did it. F1 had I know you have to buy it, but if you go through the season pass of F1, you get enough credits to pretty much buy the next season.
Yeah.
You know,
as long as you don't buy a single thing.
Yeah.
What's
funny, we were talking about it, my mate just alluded me to a tweet from a quite popular YouTuber that was heavy of Call of Duty, and he's like, there's a new attachment on a shotgun in MW3. So I went to check it out, find out you have to play an hour using an LMG and a marksman rifle to unlock the shotgun for an attachment for the shotgun. Like, what? He's hated what COD's become.
COD's just
yeah.
I mean, I don't even bother with it anymore. I'm not interested in it. It doesn't. It never comes out, and I go, ooh, like it's just not a thing. Like,
I'm still hyped for the next Black Ops.
I have to wait and see.
COD's gone for me now. I'm like, I'm never gonna get back into it.
Yeah.
It's the same with Assassin's Creed. They're all shit now, but I'm still excited for the ninja one. Like the Asian samurai ninja one that they're gonna release one day.
Call of Duty needs a massive revamp in it.
Look at you then. I felt racist. Like I should tell you. Sorry.
I think Call of Duty needs a massive revamp before it starts getting back.
I think it's just
watch it again.
Something else just needs to come out to take its place.
Medal of Honor again.
That's the same fate though.
Like, Battlefield had the ultimate opportunity to take over the first-person shooter franchise, and then they made the game that was buggy as hell.
Yeah, but all
do.
Battlefield games are still buggy. I mean, if you look at it at the moment,
Destiny.
It's still getting like 20 to 50,000, well, 20 to 40,000 players.
Battlefield would never take over Call of Duty's population anyway, because
Battlefield's a completely different game.
It's a much slower paced first-person shooter compared to Call of Duty's very quick-paced.
I love Battlefield. I'll still love Battlefield. I'll forever love Battlefield.
I mean, my most favorite Battlefield in recent times is Battlefield 1. Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. Battlefield was great.
Game.
The World War II one.
Yeah.
World War
One.
World War One. Yeah.
It was just amazing. Like the entire game was amazing.
The only reason I don't play Battlefield at the moment is because I don't have anyone to play with.
Just after that, didn't
they bought out that 2042.
I'll play it with you, mate. Just tell me, I'll download it. I'll play it with you.
I mean, I'm happy to play it, but
I played 2042.
I like 2042. 2042 is
good.
I think. I remember when we played that beta, and I already knew the game was going to be wank because we was able to get that fucking inflatable jet thing, and we was able to ride it up a fucking skyscraper.
Dave, there's a hovercraft going up the side of a building.
And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, some mechanics are a little bit like fucking crazy. But it's amazing what plays fine, to be fair. Like, it's crazy what plays fine out there. But so.
Do as much game testing as you want. It's not tested properly until it's released to the public.
It's not going to be tested anyway, isn't it? I think you got to look at it. To be fair, like, what's booming right now on the Steam Play chart? Okay, Counter-Strike, but that's somehow
Yeah, that doesn't count. That's always
we don't count that because it's absolutely wank at the moment.
Yeah.
There's a new game
Like
from our
the
course last
full of Russians.
That's doing pretty well. Dota 2 is always going to be up there. Helldivers is currently going on a good streak at the moment.
Yeah, it will be. I reckon it'll be.
Powell's on a decline.
Yeah, I've lost interest in it. I don't know why. Because I enjoyed it when I played it. I really did. But
it's because they released some updates and it's been bug. Yeah, I was listening to it. Yeah.
I think the issue with Power World was there were so many games very similar around it.
Yeah.
At the same time.
I was good about Lego Fortnite. That could have been so much more. But I was really unhappy with the building on it. Like,
that was a letdown. It was a letdown.
If it was like literally just gives me Lego pieces that I could click together and build my own, I would have loved it. I would have been on it all the time.
Yeah.
But if it was literally just Minecraft Lego, you know what I mean? But it wasn't, and then.
That's what's happened to Lego now. You don't build something you want out of Lego. You get a Lego set where you must build this thing.
No, I really want that. I really want a Lego set, but they're really expensive. They're so expensive.
Yeah, get the McLaren car, mate. It's only like.
Oh, mate, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I need to do it. I'm getting him.
I really want the Riven down, and it's just like so expensive. It's like, oh my god, I can't.
Yeah, I need to get.
When I went to Belfast last year, I wanted to bring the Titanic Lego set back with me, but I don't think I could get it with hand luggage.
The Ryanair gate agent might look at you a bit odd.
Yeah, my tutor in work, he's massively into Lego, and whenever I go into a Teams call with him, he's got like the big Star Destroyer, Star Wars. He's got that behind him. He's like a massive Lego enthusiast. There's just loads of models behind him. But yeah, it's just like his prized possession. Every time I see it, I'm just like, fucking hell, that's so cool. I love it.
The Titanic Lego version that's 1,860 pieces. It's basically a knockoff version. It's 27 quid. I might buy that.
The great thing about it is if
Titanic Mega Blocks. Go on, go on.
The great thing about the Titanic one is if it falls apart, it's still going to be accurate.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's really funny. I was good. I like that.
It's okay.
Anyway, we are nearly up to 2.5.
Yeah, we are reaching the fucking mega.
Sorry, lad, you know I can waffle.
We talked about games and just waffled. But Bubble, thank you for joining us for this episode.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you.
I think after my F1 opinions, I won't be invited back again.
I think after all of our F1 opinions, we'll never talk about it again.
The end of the season.
Yeah.
Sorry for keeping you up late.
Yeah, sorry for keeping you up late. We know it's past your bedtime.
Watch Lando Norris crash out in the first lap of the race and be like, do you want to join?
But thank you everyone as well in the chat for watching and chilling out with us. Appreciate it. We'll have another special guest. Maybe not next week, but the week after. Don't know who yet.
It'll just be me every week. Sorry, guys.
If we can't find everyone, we might get Bubble again. Just to fill the quota.
I mean, we've got to fill the diversity quota, so we'll probably get a woman next week.
Jesus fucking.
And the week after that,
so Gav, do you want to come back next week?
Stop talking, Nathan. You're gonna dig yourself a hole.
He did this the last time, so
what's the rest of the podcast? Yes,
Put the ring away.
For fuck's sake. Right, we're going to call it. Thank you to everyone watching. This will be up on YouTube in the next few days.
We're not getting an American.
That's true, Gav. That's true. And yeah, we'll see you
I
next.
get an American woman.
Me, I'm ending it now. Goodbye. Thank you. See you all next week. Cheerio.
Mayo cake.